Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Sip and Jake from Gaina Trucking. Live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
And Steve.
Surprisingly good.
This is Early with Jake.
Good morning, happy Wednesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Full show, lots to get to today. We got a lot of gifts today also to open here shortly as part of Idle Chit Chat because the gifts just don't stop flowing, and we love them all.
Yeah.
We ask for them, and we get them, and we really get excited when we open them up on the air.
Yeah.
So, Bill, that's a kudos to you for asking for those.
Yeah. I didn't ask for the
Well,
gifts.
suggesting them, right?
No, I only asked for the decal hats. I did directly ask for that and a mini bike. We don't
ask for much. Mini
I
bikes,
guarantee
decal
there's some
pads
mini
is
bikes.
all we ask for.
Yeah. Mini bikes are getting a little expensive.
It's getting a little expensive like that. Maybe we can do a GoFundMe thing or something
For
like
the mini
that,
bike.
For the mini bike. I just want to see Sip riding it around the Five Below parking lot in between.
We get
who
some cones.
doesn't want to see that? It'd be
Some
incredible.
cones.
We get some cones.
Cones. And then we time each other on like a course.
Yeah, we do a timing route.
Timing
we do
route.
a timing
We
course.
just come back from break and nobody's here in the studio.
We-
They're all out riding
We'll
bikes.
do it after the show, but we don't have to race. We can do a timing course.
Do a time thing, yeah. So that way we don't have to have three of them.
Right.
Yeah. So
Oh, if we
cost,
just have one, yeah.
cost efficient, guys.
Right. Well, okay.
Yeah, it'd be
it's
very,
fine.
very, very, very
Well,
cost
yeah,
efficient.
Start
it would
with
be
one.
really interesting.
Start
to
with
race
one.
Yeah.
With one, because it would tell you who the best rider is.
That's
'cause
true.
It's the same bike. I mean,
Same bike, yeah, same deal.
Yeah.
It'd be a great study.
It would.
Yes, this would be a great study.
And you know who the favorite to win it would be.
I'm going to say right now, there's no doubt it finishes Sipple, Busch, Sorensen.
Oh yeah,
Sorensen's dead last.
I'm dead
I can see him be like, whoa, easy. And
Oh,
so
there's. I'm not
Sipple
even
would be like
close.
laying it down,
Yeah.
one leg out. Like
I'm glad that you
yeah.
went there because I would finish last, Bill. I mean, I put you definitely
Yeah.
ahead of me.
So I've got a
in
couple
the race.
things with
All right,
Chit Chat.
I don't chit chat.
One thing that got me the other day, Sip, I'm driving behind a motorcycle, which I always get very nervous about because you can't tap one like that, a motorcycle.
you
like that.
can't.
You get that's so scary. So I'm worried
Yeah,
about
don't
motorcycle people just being safe.
Uh-huh.
I'm behind at that, and here comes another rider,
Mhm.
and they're coming at him, and he gave him the.
Gave him the.
Good
job on seeing that.
But I didn't
saw
know.
it.
I thought it was only like people behind you, or if you pass someone. I didn't know you did someone coming towards you.
It is just that.
It's just
The one
just
that's
coming
coming
towards
Just
you.
that. The one coming at you.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. See,
Yeah.
I thought when you did that,
You saw it. I mean, that's cool.
Oh, I
You
saw the
saw
whole thing. Yes, I go. I learned something. I
Yeah.
go right away. I go. I
You were
wouldn't even notice. I was like going. Right, I thought about those two guys. I'm like, wow,
There it was.
brotherhood. Yeah, right away I could tell.
Sip would be
And I-
proud.
and
of
I-
Oh
that
yeah, I
moment.
get
And it
upset.
could be someone on, like I said, like that. It could be whatever bike. It doesn't matter. This isn't like a Harley Davidson only
No,
situation.
no.
This is
Not
just
a Harley.
A bike is a bike. here,
No,
man.
it's
A bike is a bike.
A mini
This is-
bike. If you see a guy on a
This
mini
is
bike,
bike code.
You give it to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I have a mini bike up I own a
Do you?
mini bike. Yeah. So now I know that
Yeah.
if I see someone, I can give them the
Drop it. The mini
I'll
bike
drop it.
versus the
Drop
motorcycle.
it. I'll drop it right down.
you drop the V. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
dropped the
dropped the
peace
V.
sign,
Yeah,
peace sign, whatever it is. I'm
So,
glad you saw that.
I did pick up on that. The other thing was, like I said, no texting this morning for
I know.
you guys.
I know.
I was concerned. I'm not
I
gonna
did.
lie. I was a little
Yeah.
bit concerned.
Did you think my marriage was in trouble?
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
Did you?
That among
I
other
did.
things.
I almost was going to call
We
police.
called it, which we've had a text on that. I'm going to call the police. But
Well,
no,
what was
it's
going
a
on?
late night last night because we were out looking for some Nebraska gold. We're looking for Nebraska gold, the morel mushroom. We got 9.
That's not just Nebraska, by the way.
I know we got
It's
9.
Missouri.
You got 9.
Got 9.
How late is
And-
late, Bill?
Late? Oh, we went all the way till dark. And one of the best
9.
part was,
Late.
and now we're over by Omaha now. It was a ways
Oh, okay.
away. We're
Right,
by the
right
Platte
back.
River,
Yeah.
but there's a pretty good sized creek there.
Yeah.
That and I wasn't prepared for creek walking. I wasn't, but my
Oh,
nephew
boy.
I was with was. Yeah, so we had to piggyback me over.
Oh,
It was
is
awesome.
there video of
Just
this?
I-
Is
I-
that
I
on the
was
radio?
so-
Is there
It
video?
was so mad.
I don't know if
that
you want to talk about that on the radio.
Hey, he just did. He
You
brought
just
it up.
did. I mean, we're not just talking amongst ourselves.
I don't
know.
have the
We are on
views
the
for
radio.
this.
You
It didn't
understand?
bother. I was just. It was
That's something
amazing.
you may just share private.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
He's a
Carrot
confident
juice, he's a
man.
big dude.
But he's a big guy. Yeah, he's a big guy.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, big guy.
Carry me across.
Yeah, he's stout. He's stout.
Did he hesitate when you asked him like to do?
No,
that?
he said,
He's like,
I go, I'll just get through it. I'm fine. He goes, no. He goes,
Jump on my back,
Yeah.
fellow man.
Exactly. He's not heavy. He's my brother.
He's my uncle.
He's not heavy. He's my uncle.
I don't know if that
Up on my
counts.
back.
We'll change that thing
I don't know
over.
if that counts, by the
I
way.
like the fellow man.
So that happened today.
Bless you for admitting it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things on the radio.
shoes. Thank you.
Yeah,
For this,
thank
right?
you.
A lot of
Exactly.
things on the
Thank you.
radio.
Otherwise, I would have been just squishy shoes for walking through.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah,
Do
so
you want that sip?
No.
Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted? Fellow man.
Up on my back,
Yeah,
fellow man.
You're not heavy. You're my uncle.
That's one of the best phrases you've said on this show.
It was.
Up on my back, fellow man.
Where do you come with this stuff? Where is this? You're a journalist. You're an accomplished journalist. I mean,
I'm not accomplished.
yeah, you are. But you are
I'm
a
on the
journalist.
downturn.
I'm on the down.
That could be a song.
On the down low.
You write a song.
I'll
Hop
give you
on
a
my
song.
back, fellow man.
Yeah, it could be.
Make that happen.
Like
Oh,
back.
Willie could sing it.
Yeah,
Willie
that'd be a
could
great Willie
sing a
song.
great Willie song.
Sing that without laughing. Oh. All right, that was good. That was funny. Oh my God, I wish you wouldn't have said that. I look at you a little different right now. I got to
I
get
know.
over this.
I know there's certain things just don't bother me. No,
That's good.
Bill, shoes.
Bill, I almost joined you yesterday in the red and blue club. You know what that means? Almost got pulled over. I thought I was getting pulled over.
okay.
Here's
What
the situation. I'm driving. It's late in the month here. It's not
Yeah,
quite.
oh, yeah.
Like, this is about quota
Yeah,
days now.
Tomorrow it is.
We're
Tomorrow's
quota
quota
day.
day.
How fast were you going?
Yeah.
I'm driving back from Beatrice. Had to go down to the dentist yesterday, which Chip has not been to in 45 years.
I was there when I was 10 years old.
So,
Yeah.
So 44.
okay, he's going down in age. That's right. And
I'm shocked you just said that.
oh, he's admitted already.
Yes,
This
yes,
has been
yes.
a fact in the show for
Okay,
years.
I'm my own dentist.
That's it. Okay, so what happened?
Anyways, I'm driving back from Beatrice, and I'm going probably 6 over, which is not bad. 76 and a 70.
Wait a second.
I look up and all of a sudden see the lights are flashing. I said, "Oh my God, come on! No, not right now."
Were you solo or with
By
Elizabeth?
myself,
Yeah.
by myself, and I'm slowing up, and he stays in the left lane. I'm in the right lane. Zooms right by me.
Oh.
That's one of the best feelings you can
That's
have.
a good
It's like,
feeling.
okay, you go from a moment of panic to
Okay, then what happened?
he whipped it onto a gravel road. Never saw him ever again. He was going to some country area. I don't know where he was going.
Probably a domestic
It
situation.
was right before. It was right before Cortland. he whipped it onto a gravel road.
We're all having problems.
He was flying down a gravel road. I don't know
Was he?
where he went. I never saw him
Well,
ever again. But I
thank God you
went
avoided.
from scared to.
Well, don't drive over so far the speed limit.
Well, I didn't think I was in a situation I'd get pulled over, and I was right. I did not. But it was terrifying for a second. I don't want to get pulled over. I don't want to join the Bill Club over that one.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you right now, it's
the
it's
stop
like
class.
stop classes. Like they say,
I've done it.
You say, oh, it's 6 hours. It's not. It's 16 hours.
That's the
I
most
can't.
boring
and then
time of
you
your
got to
life.
pass a test at the end.
This is now. I'm going to say something right now. Okay?
It's going to happen tomorrow, guys.
This is informative radio. People need to understand what you guys or what Bill went through, because I didn't know the stop class took that long. That can be a situation that deters people from speeding, Jake.
Yes.
Stop class can be.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
a
horrible.
deterrent.
It's just
when Bill
little-
told that story about that stop class as an all-day affair, I'm not going to do. I don't want to do that.
I would
wanna do
much
that.
rather. I'd much rather just when after they give me the ticket, I like to just give them my debit card.
Just-
I like to just
I'll
swipe it.
we just
Can you
pay
swipe
the
this?
ticket.
Can you swipe my
I'm
debit
not
card?
going to stop class
I'm
again.
not doing that
I've
again.
learned my lesson.
You can keep 10%.
Just keep the paper, officer.
Swipe
Just give me a swipe. Run my card. Just run my card. just
You can put a little on there
My
for
bad.
you too if you want.
give yourself a little percentage of that. You can
Take 20%.
tell you what, you knock this down. You knock this down to just 7 over. Unless you take a little bit for yourself
Give me
on
a
that
big
one. Yeah, swipe my
They
card.
bring a credit card.
Credit card. They bring those deals over with you.
You can either pay now or
Pay
you
now,
can pay
put
later.
your card in.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it'd be good like that.
No stop.
Yeah, so no stop class. Something else came up. But there's two things.
This is
One
great.
for my sister
Yes.
this is back to the rotary phone, which was a big thing yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
Is when the phone rang, there was excitement to get to the phone because you don't know who it is.
Right.
That's
You have
true.
no idea. It's
No
like
idea.
There's anticipation.
your anticipation, like, hey, maybe it's my Uncle Tracy
Who is
calling
that?
from another state.
Oh, and
Maybe it's
then when someone answers it,
Yeah.
and they didn't, like, they were just talking, you're like,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Who is that? Grandma.
Yeah. So you have to write it down. You have to write it down.
It's just the whispering.
Yeah, the whispering. And, no, you do this one. You do that. You go. It's Grandma. You cover it. You cover the hand like that. Right that. You had to do that. And it's a big deal. And then we also
Sometimes they give you this.
Yeah, that one. They say just not now.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah,
Who
not
is
now.
it? Just tell me who it is.
Why do you have to
Tell me who it
Right,
is.
like that. Then you can always tell from the voice tone if you just get the
Yeah.
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 Oh, you're not going. Uh-oh,
Yeah.
because you're very nervous.
Neighbor.
Yeah. Which, neighbor. Something's not really a great call.
Through a dirt cloud that's
Yeah.
in the neighbor's eye.
Something could happen. Yeah, so you don't know what
happened to you.
Yes.
But Jeff from Farrell's,
Wait.
crazy fitness. I talked to him yesterday. So he went up there to see him. I mean, he's amazing. He should be on a fitness competition show. He's unbelievable. Like that, down a couple 100 pounds.
Did
just
you do
killing it.
rewatching or
That's it.
act doing?
So anyway, Jeff tells me trying to get a hold of his wife Nicole at times because you had to, or if you had to ask him on a date, you had to call him.
I know.
And then the dad would answer.
Right.
Hello.
Right.
Hello, is Kay home?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then you had to ask for him like
Yeah.
that. Then you had to try to add. If you're gonna ask him on a date, you had to call him up and ask him. Then there's a good chance you have to go through mom or dad to do it.
Yeah. You learned a lot about the family because you could hear the background.
Oh,
Sometimes you might call them and they'd be like, "Kay, get your ass to the phone."
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you would. Yeah.
Shut up. Shut up.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
You could learn a lot about the
You
family.
learn a lot about the family.
Just in the interim
During
while
the-
you're waiting for
Yes.
Kay to get to the phone. So
So
you can hear stuff in the background.
I would do. I enjoyed it. I made it into fun. So I went like straight Eddie Haskell. It'd be like, "Hello, Mrs. Allen. Nice to talk to you tonight. I'm sure you're looking fabulous."
By
as
the
always."
way,
Just
he is Eddie Haskell.
doesn't it just be,
You are Eddie
Yeah.
Haskell. You are now
So-
that you mention it. Yeah, I bet you went straight Eddie Haskell.
I embraced the parent. Like it was like back in the day. That was also a big
I
thing.
bet you were.
Oh, nothing. We're going to. No, I'm not even going to go down that. That could be idle chit chat for some other time.
Okay.
But
Save it.
but
There
yeah,
you go.
saving that for another time.
We got
But,
gifts, you know that.
We do have gifts as part of I don't chit
yes.
chat before
Okay,
we move
just
on.
do that. Run the card. Just run the card.
Just run it.
Just
Give
swipe
yourself-
the card.
Give yourself a nice tip. I'm in a good mood today.
Let's just
Thank
save
you.
some time here. Here's my
I had to
debit
tell
card.
my wife, what's that charge here for $192?
I got pulled over.
We get pulled over.
All right.
Gave you a
Well,
little tip.
before we get into some sports talk here, we do
Yeah,
have.
are people clamoring
They're
for sports?
fine. We have some gifts. We have to address the gifts that we receive on the show. We
Now, who
appreciate
sent this one in?
it. Who did send this in?
Bird. Mock.
Bird in Columbus
From
sent us a
Columbus.
nice package.
It's a
It
big-
just says Bird up here,
Just
Pat. But Bird in
That
Columbus.
might be his
Okay.
name. It might be like Jed Bird.
Could be.
Could be. What if
All
his
right.
first name
And-
is Bird?
I have not opened this at all. I've just torn it open. I don't know what's in here, but
Okay.
let's pull it out. Here we go.
Oh, we got some sort of
Okay, this
cloth.
is some sort of
wait a second.
clothing here.
Clothing. We have 3 clothings.
This is new.
This is new.
Let's show the
Wait a
screen
second.
here.
It's a collar shirt.
It's a college shirt. A straight. Oh,
Oh, it's just Quail Run. It's
Oh,
Quail-
my God.
The
This
golf
is
course,
unbelievable.
wonderful
on.
the
golf
one
course.
you talked about it live on the
I
radio.
love Quail Run.
I'm
You
wearing this
love Quail
tonight.
Run.
I'm wearing it tonight.
I love Quail Run. Thank
Oh
you.
my
This
lord!
is for you, Bill. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you.
What do you
Thank
got?
Bird.
Let me see. Hold it up, Bill, to the
Oh
camera.
man, this is unbelievable. Feel the material.
Cool.
Feel it.
There we go.
Oh, you can sleep in
That
this.
one's yours.
You can sleep
Sleep
in
Look
this.
at it. So yeah,
I
thank you
won't, but-
to Bird and shout out to Quail Run, a great
Quail
golf
Run,
course
yes.
in Columbus.
Yes, if Quail Run, if anyone that works there calls, we'd like to play a free round.
It's really,
Yeah,
I'd
we
I'd
could.
love to. It's
Hey,
recovered well.
Bird.
It's recovered well since the flood.
From the flood, yeah.
Bird got it. He got me an
This
L.
is amazing, Bird.
This
Oh,
is
thank you.
think about the shirts
nice.
I've reeled in. I mean, I know I was lacking in collar shirts I liked. Now I got a whole closet. full.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Well, we're not done with gifts. Thank you to Bird. That was a wonderful
Bird.
gift. We
That was
appreciate
amazing.
This is also on the door this morning from Dave Dipple, your
Oh,
long lost
Yeah,
cousin.
no. My relatives are bringing stuff.
Yeah,
You're right. Yeah.
with a note.
With a note. Here we go. Should I read the note first?
Sure.
Okay, it says, gentlemen, I thought I would drop off some goodies. As you know, I'm a locomotive engineer, so I decided to
Yes.
drop off some representative hats. I've
No way.
collected these hats over the years, but have not actually worn any of them. They are clean.
That's all right.
Also, I have spoken with the owners of Borders and GI. They are down for a remote show
Oh yes.
in the Borders buffet. We'll be in touch.
Oh
What's
yeah.
that?
All my love,
That's where I wanna-
cuz Dave Dipple.
That's where I want to
What's it say at
vacation
the
at.
end there?
He wants to do a remote broadcast at the Borders buffet in Grand Island.
Remember the hotel?
You're kidding.
That's,
me.
that's where I want to
Can we
vacation
do
at.
that, Jane?
Sure, we can. Okay, here we go. We got.
Oh, look at these.
Here, show this to the camera there.
Oh, I want the middle one. I want the middle one.
Okay, we've got some.
Oh, these are sweet. Okay, you just hold up that one.
Okay.
Be it Burlington Northern Santa Fe. Well, I would definitely want.
No, I want that one. I want that one. I take it back.
Guys,
I take it
choose
back.
which ones you want.
I take it
I'll
back.
take this one.
Let me. Can I see it?
Yeah,
I want the black one.
You
I
want
want
this
the black
one?
and
the
gray.
black
Yeah.
one's pretty
Okay,
cool.
there you go,
Yeah.
Bill.
They're all
Oh,
neat.
Keep
they're
this
all
one.
great.
We got some
Oh my God, dip.
beautiful.
This is
railway
unbelievable.
hats, and they're not
And
worn.
I tell you the thing to be nice
Oh,
is
this
too.
is sweet. See, Jake, what doesn't it have in it? That
Yeah, that patch over
yeah,
that
the
logo
mesh
there
thing.
inside, Yeah.
because it. Oh, this is beautiful.
Josh, this is yours. Come get
Hey,
it.
that's not it for gifts from Dave Dipple.
Yeah, hold on.
Look what else he's provided us with.
Splenda,
Because we've asked for Splenda for
$8.99 a
Got
box.
$8.98. It's very
$8.98,
expensive. So,
That's incredible.
And some blueberry muffins.
oh no, he
That-
didn't.
yeah.
He did not.
Josh, you know this is your breakfast today, my friend.
Yeah,
And mine.
And
Yeah.
yours, yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is amazing.
Thank you.
Dip. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Dave Dipple in the
You can't tell me that's not his nickname. I guarantee people call him Dip. I guarantee that. Text in on that,
We
Dip.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you to Bernie
was-
Columbus and to Dave Dipple for the gifts this morning.
This is
we will,
unreal.
We will use
What-
them and wear them.
Oh, what? I'll tell you one thing. So when I'm at Borders vacation,
Yeah.
when I wear this hat, I'm going to confuse people.
Yeah, they're gonna say, "Well,
Oh, wait.
what's your shift?
yeah, what's your shift? What are you doing? You guys, or yeah, you on the caboose? You on the caboose today? You on the-
Do they still have cabooses?
No, they don't.
I don't see cabooses on trains.
No. And how great was it when the train used to come by
Mhm.
and you'd see the guy in the caboose,
In the caboose.
and you'd wave.
You wave, yeah.
Oh yeah, you would wave. You would
Yeah,
wave right
yeah,
away and
yeah.
honk at him and stuff. He'd be like,
Yep.
yeah.
God, I don't see them anymore.
They don't. It's all electronic now. They can do
Yeah, I
all
know.
whatever.
You got to bring back the caboose guy.
The caboose guy.
Gotta have.
Ask Dip if he could get us in touch on the phone with someone that used to ride the caboose. That would be great.
Yeah, what happened to the caboose? When did that
That'd be
go
great. That
away?
would
And did
be.
they miss the caboose?
Yeah.
What
being
happened
on
to the caboose?
Yeah, it's gone. The caboose is good. But I'm telling you,
I
when
don't see him
And
anymore.
he'd have his one arm out the window.
Yeah.
And just be like,
Well, even if the dude running the train had his one arm out the window, you felt like, oh man, there's the dude.
There's the dude. Yeah, there's the guy.
dude who drives it.
I wonder. I asked Dipple how he started. I thought it was him just like did he get in the train like
Yeah, how do you start?
pump it a
with how
couple
long does
times?
it take to get the
How long
train
does it take
started
to
here?
start one.
And more importantly, how long does it take to
Husker
stop
Army
it?
says
Yeah.
there's no engineer at BNSF that's named Dave Dipple. I know it's a code. It's his code name.
Yeah.
His actual name.
Yes,
It's not Dave
It's
Dipple.
not Dave Dipple. That's his radio name.
It's radio
Come on.
name. Yeah.
It's my long lost cousin.
That's
I
right,
should know, I should
long-lost
know
cousin.
about Dipple.
Someone try to call him a liar.
There's no Dave
There's no
Dipple.
Dipple out there.
I know every employee.
There
There
is.
is.
I got
no
a list.
frickin' Dave
I got a
Dipple.
list right here.
Take it pretty seriously. Yeah.
Dave Dipple texts. He says, "Tell Dave Dipple it's a bit. His real name is Mark.
Mark.
But it's Dave Dipple to us.
David, he's dippled us. And
That'd be a bizarre
if
one.
he could text in about when do you think the end of the caboose? When did that happen?
Nate says it went away in 1985.
That long ago.
That
I would
long
have guessed
ago.
90s.
That long
I would have
ago.
guessed
It's sad.
that is.
That long ago, 85.
But
I would
when
not
you-
have guessed that either. I would
No.
have guessed maybe early 2000s.
I was gonna say, yeah. I thought I saw it when I was growing up, but I guess 85. I wouldn't have seen that.
I just wonder when you rode the caboose. I imagine when you're just rolling through whatever Western Nebraska. I'm sure it's like windows up, but when you came through where there was like cars backed up, that's when the guy opened the window, put the arm out, and gave you the wave. I think I think it was very much showmanship. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Can you imagine
It
that?
just
Imagine
could
the
have been
lifestyle.
random, random acts.
Imagine the stuff you saw just driving through, just cruising through the countryside
Yeah.
like that. What do? I ride the caboose.
Yeah.
I ride. The
I
caboose.
waved to people.
I waved to
I
people.
It
Probably
bring people
that
joy.
They probably want to get on
What's that?
and ride the caboose with him,
Oh, it'd be
or
awesome.
sleep in there.
Yeah, I thought about that the
I
other.
don't know.
I thought about that the other day when I was stopped for a train,
Yeah.
the front deal right there, and I'm thinking I'm watching. And it's not going very fast, and,
Oh, yeah.
and all I'm thinking is when those guys back in the
Mhm.
day would jump on these moving trains.
Oh yeah, they did it.
and I'm just going like.
Not even back in the
I-
day.
I
That
mean-
still happens.
I mean, that would take. I mean, I couldn't imagine what that was. And they try to find, a cart they could just ride in for. But
Yeah.
I'm like, oh
they
my-
still do it. People
they
still do it. Yeah.
I mean, that would take. That's a commitment. What are we gonna do? We're gonna get on a
Hop that train.
We're gonna hop a train.
Yeah.
Hop that
Yeah.
train. That's a man's man.
I know it is.
Yeah.
It is.
God, what a day.
That is the extended idle chit chat sponsored by
Yeah.
Newton's Lawn Care.
Well,
Call them today at 402-440-6297 for a free quote for a lawn fertilizer program.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for. I mean, are people okay with that?
I understand the caboose. People love the caboose stories. You know,
And then,
train
all,
stories.
I mean, all we're going to do is shift into seamlessly talk of the godforsaken transfer portal, which is getting worse.
Oh,
every
Sip
day.
loves the portal. He loves.
Yeah, I mean,
NIL,
let's
loves
talk
all
about
of it.
Colorado a little bit. And Bill, I mean, can I say that you pointed this one out.
Well, yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I made note.
Yeah,
I made note.
This one's interesting.
I thought it was. I'd start with the first part about the film.
This is interesting. No. Start with Shedeur Sanders.
Okay.
Shedeur Sanders. This is
Oh.
He's kidding.
okay. It's one
He's
thing.
calculating.
It's a one thing for the fans to get riled up about the transfer portal and all its ills. Now players are going at each other. Who had this idea? I just love to know. I just like to talk to the person who said, you know what, we should just have a transfer portal where guys can just jump in and go in. Who the hell came up with this?
I don't know, but we do know that it's west of Wichita.
That's what
All
the
right,
portal
thank you.
said.
All right, Jake, take us through that story.
Shedeur Sanders was not happy that Montana Lamonius Craig put his name in the portal after a very impressive spring game performance. He had over 150 yards, a couple touchdowns. So,
Yes. So what did he do?
he put out a video
On Insta.
on Instagram, and it says, I don't have the audio,
I got it.
but I can quote it. He
Yeah,
says,
quote it.
This is from Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders' son,
This is Deion Sanders' son.
the projected starting quarterback for this season for Colorado. He says regarding the Montana's entering into the portal, he says, quote, "It's a crooked world nowadays, man. It's a crooked world. You're lucky he got his comments off because I would tell you to go spam his comments
On Twitter.
The dude I just posted on my story, y'all go spam his comments from the last post before the one he just did, and y'all say, why you leave? 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 Y'all do that for me right quick. Am I doing a good job here?
Yes, you did.
Keep going. He says,
You did.
y'all look at the person I just posted on my story and go to a picture you can comment on and flood it right now. End quote. From Shedeur Sanders about Montana Lamonius Craig.
Jumping in the portal. And why Shedeur Sanders at Colorado?
So exactly, that's the part that got me. Was he just came?
He just
from
came
the
from
portal.
Jackson State, brother.
Just came.
Come
Left a bunch of. But they didn't all come out. Jackson State didn't all get a lead.
It's fair. It's
So
Deion's kid.
yeah,
to
I
be
get that
fair,
part, but still, my point is that there wasn't like there's people left behind too on the last one,
right.
and I just like it's just part of the situation right now. So
It's
that's
beautiful.
when you can go somewhere in the portal and you just did it yourself, then to turn on someone else that's going into the portal.
Amazing. It's amazing.
That does not
It's
make
amazing.
does that not just like doesn't make any sense? I mean, just as if you
No, you can't. It's not going to be a good look for college football if players start actively going at each other for going in the portal.
Generally, all what you've heard from in the portal has been, you know what, I respect him. He's got to do what he has to do. That's generally what you hear people go in the portal. You hear like that. You know what? I wish he was here. I don't want him to leave or whatever it is, but I respect him for he has to do what he has to do for whatever reasons it is. It's an option for him to be able to do. And like I said, it would be so different if it was if you hadn't just done it yourself 4 months earlier. 4 months.
Here's what the portal's become to me. This is what it's become. I thought about this yesterday. There's nobody in America that if you told me within reason that went into the portal where I'd be surprised. People say, oh, Sip, are you surprised Logan Smothers went in? No, I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if Marvin Harrison went in the portal today. I wouldn't.
From Ohio State
Yeah,
himself.
I wouldn't. Nothing. Why would that surprise anyone?
Do we think that Hunter from Michigan was going to go in the portal?
Yeah, Hunter Dickinson.
No.
No,
Nobody
and then
thought
there's like,
that.
whoa.
Why would
whoa.
it surprise you if anybody went in the portal?
Just don't forget that Burton, because I'm very familiar with him because we recruited him at LSU, won a national championship at Georgia, and then a week later went to Alabama.
Right.
He was a star. He caught a touchdown pass in the national championship game against Alabama.
Let's not do this anymore. Are you surprised X player went in the portal? Why would you be surprised? What? Ryan Nemhart went in the portal. For what? Why? They have a top 10 team coming back.
It's a good squad.
He's a starter. He played all. He could play. He could go to the coach and say, "I want to play every minute of every game." He'd say, "Okay." Why did he go? No. I wouldn't be surprised if anybody goes in the portal. Anybody. There's nobody. Don't ask me anymore, Sip. Hey, you surprised he went in the portal? No.
I like the
Why
change
the
of
hell
voice.
would you?
I love how you say, "Hey, are you surprised you went to a third party?"
It happens a lot.
That happens a lot.
All right, you could play.
But I didn't hear.
if you want.
I didn't hear a word from any of the players at Michigan. in basketball when Hunter went into the portal. Was there comments from them?
I don't know. I didn't see anything that would made it.
But most of the kids don't, because they're
like I said,
they are fine with it.
They say they're just like, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Yeah.
We'll always be brothers.
Yeah.
All those things, that happens. I mean, Ohio State had players go to Alabama.
Yeah.
It's
just the way it is. And I don't even know that I'm complaining. I'm just saying, don't come at me with, are you surprised? Should I do the voice again?
Yeah.
Hey, Sip, are you surprised?
Maybe we should have Josh do the voice.
Yeah.
From now on, Josh
so.
will be the voice. He'll be the other voice.
Just tell him what to say.
Yes.
Tell him what to say.
But I thought that was interesting. And then
Nebraska.
But there is a clear riff right now going on at Colorado with the players, because now there's a bunch putting out also tweets. Hey, I'm in the portal. I don't have my practice film. They won't let me have
read that
it.
one real
Read
quick.
that one.
This was from a
There's one player.
One player.
This was
There's a couple. There was two. I think.
Okay, this came from a player named Zachary Courtney, former Colorado Buffalo. He says, "For the coaches who are trying to recruit me, I am sorry, but I will not be able to get y'all my film from my practices last season, since I am not allowed to have it because the head coach at Colorado won't allow it. This is very unlucky, and if you have any questions, just text me." He says, "This is not a shot at Dion.
He just said the head coach didn't let me have it.
I just wanted coaches to know I have no film for them." Yeah. That's a shot at Dion, Zachary. It was, actually.
Unlucky is an interesting word.
Well, I will.
This is very unlucky.
I will say this. There's something needs to be said about how film works, and when it's on the server, as we call it, within the system, is that it's not the University of Colorado, University of Minnesota, whoever. It's not that video coordinator's job to put together every film clip that you have to help you in the portal. They have other things going on, and their focus is all on their team.
Yeah, because
you don't have. I mean, when people say that, it's like, well, there's a lot more to it than just where's the film. But you have to go through and make a cut up of it.
How long would that take for?
It's not that hard because everything's digital now,
okay.
So it's not hard to get. But it's also, but my point of this is, it'd be very, if someone was coming in there, if there was a stream of guys coming, hey, I'm out, I got to get my film,
right?
And instead of going well, I got these projects, I'm doing projects on, I'm doing this, because they're extremely, extremely busy.
The video guys,
yeah, Cole Gerke does it for Nebraska right now. He's amazing. He's just amazing.
So, yeah, if he had guys walking in there,
coming in like that. And also, hey, I need this film. I need this film. I would say for the most part, people want to be. We want to help you, but just need to understand something, that this is very hard.
So you might be defending Dion here inadvertently. I mean, maybe Dion just tell the kid, "Look, I can't. Our video guys are swamped right now. There's 28 guys in the pool."
It all depends what was said. Maybe they just say, "I'm not." Yeah,
we're behind, man. We can't keep up.
Yeah.
Well, how much? 28's not even the right number, right? I mean, how many guys?
Two more went yesterday, right?
Yeah.
How many?
Well, I'm saying they've lost 40 some players since 40 he took over.
Yeah. Now, if somebody asked me yesterday, could Nebraska get any of those guys? I haven't looked at them. I don't know if there's guys that are good or not. Keep in mind, they're coming from Colorado, which won one game last year. I don't know.
They were blown out almost every game that they lost.
Right. So I don't know. I don't know how many of those guys are viable. But yeah, so we should get to Nebraska, which had
two quarterbacks enter. Richard Torres and Logan Smothers both have entered the portal, as well as receiver Victor Jones. That was the news from yesterday.
So there'll be more today.
More today.
But that was that was so 3 out of, I shouldn't say out of the way, but
I mean, you had 6 quarterbacks. You knew there's going to be some carnage there.
Right.
Some guys leaving.
It was interesting. I mean, late, if you look in that, if you go watch the spring game on the third quarter, Torres missed a pass. He had Victor Jones open, missed him. They ran off the field. There's video of them running off the field together. I guess we wouldn't have known at that point that both of them are hopping in the portal. Maybe they were talking about it. Well, that's okay. I mean, we're going to the portal anyway.
It's our last game here, man. Bill's like, I don't think so.
I don't know if that was.
That's the first comment. It's all right, buddy.
Don't worry about it.
We'll go somewhere else.
I always imagine Bill and his former self listening to the show when I'm saying something like that, and him in his truck going, "What is wrong with Sipple?" Well, they were running off the field together in the third quarter after Richard missed a pass to a wide open.
He's just sitting there talking about leaving the program right then. Well, that's it for us.
That's it.
That
was our chance.
So Richard he was 9 for 18. Richard Torres 9 for 18 in the spring game, 66 yards. Just looked okay. He's moving on. Logan Smothers, of course, we all know about him. Started the Iowa game a couple years ago. I think he got in 11 games at Nebraska. I was a little surprised that he entered the portal, and then Victor Jones just was far down the depth chart. He was far down the depth chart guy.
Mm-hmm. So you were surprised about Smothers. You just
I
said
said a little.
5 minutes ago you wouldn't be. No one surprises you.
Not terribly. It shouldn't surprise. Am I wrong about that? I mean, you might be able to identify a player somewhere who's transferred 2 times already or 3 times already that you would say, no, he can't. He's not going to be able to transfer again. But generally speaking, why would you be surprised about anybody?
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Anybody. Anybody.
Yeah, nothing would surprise you.
Right.
Nothing would.
That's where we're at.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I guess that's just the way it's going to be.
I think that
if you don't like it, then you're just going to have to deal with it.
What interests me right now would be like if we all pulled up to the portal in just west of Wichita.
We're just out in the field.
We're going to go looking around a little
They
bit.
can see you coming, by the way.
They see you coming.
They see you coming from miles away 'cause
Yeah.
it's flat out there. I don't know if you've ever
Yeah.
been out there, but it's flat.
Yeah. And so it'd be like when you go in there, it's like going into going to go check some things out. There's not a lot of things right now as you're going in. You're hoping to find some sort of a deal you don't know about because there's not a lot out there where you go, okay, we're going in there to see this person. There's not a lot of big names, a lot of things coming right now. There's not. I mean, you see the list of like, hey, here's the top 10 guys available at that, but is there a couple great pass rushers in there? Because I don't know them if they are. I don't hear anything like where it's like usually if there's something big, you see the boom, like, hey, this is a big deal. Someone just went in the portal. There's nothing right now where you just go, wow, that's a big deal.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, and it's got to happen
That
quickly.
could happen.
It's got to happen quickly. Like,
Today is April 26th.
yes.
The portal closes
On Saturday, April
Saturday.
29th.
Speaking of being in the middle of nowhere, I'm driving from Yuma, Arizona, back to Phoenix, which is like driving on the moon. And I pull over because I've got to send some text messages out and stuff.
When was this?
This one I would have been. I'm not sure who I was coaching. I don't know. So I think maybe at Utah State. I think. But I pull over.
So phones were still kind of new then.
Yeah, still kind of new. Like
you were trying to figure out the text thing.
I had it figured out.
Okay.
I had kind of anyway. I had to pull over. For some reason, I had to pull over. All of a sudden, like that, boom! I got 2 sets of cops on me, like woo, and they're approaching me, like hands on. Well, I'd pulled over right across from a giant like penitentiary on this side, out in the desert.
No kidding.
And so they were thinking I was like the getaway car.
Oh, boy.
Like I was the one stopped right there, and they're like looking at me like they're like what? I need to talk to you. Get out of the car. What's going on here? I'm like, I'm just in all this Utah State gear. I'm just a football coach. I'm just coming back from here. I just
sure you are.
I had sure
Guys,
you are.
yeah,
I've heard that one.
Decoy.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Heard that one before. Classic. We had San Jose.
Okay, coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Draw us a play,
Yeah,
coach.
draw us a play.
You're so
Draw us a
smart.
play.
Yeah.
Really?
It's just
Who won the conference last? Who finished second, coach? Yeah. Oh, it's
who's
San,
your backup quarterback, coach?
is San Jose
Draw
State.
us a play.
Is San Jose State right behind me? Huh? Is that what they're right behind you? Are they coming up here too?
Okay,
Yeah.
coach, explain the pistol to us.
Yeah.
Because here's my
Yes.
pistol.
So anyway,
What's wrong?
I'm not part of this. I'm not part of this. I'm not part of this.
What's
I'm
wrong?
not part of
That's
this.
a gun. It just came to me. The best humor just comes to you.
To Sean Callahan next on early break in the ticket.
Experience cool blue waters right in your backyard. All in-stock above-ground swimming pools at Bonsall Pool and Spa are now 50% off. This offer is good through the end of May. Now, are fast. So hurry in your new pool now. And don't forget to stock up for the season with our spring chemical sale for any new or existing pool. Learn more at bonsallpool.com or visit us at 33rd and Highway 2. Bonsall Pool and Spa, every day made better.
Elway Power Sports of Lincoln is celebrating their grand opening on Friday and Saturday, April 28th and 29th. Stop by for free food, door prizes with chances to win an autographed John Elway jersey and more. Check out their brand new Indian motorcycle boutique with the demo truck on rides, all over 600 machines in stock for like Can-Am, Polaris, Seed, and New Attitude. Check Elway Power Sports of Lincoln on North 27th Street for their grand opening on April 28th and 29th.
Mike Shaver here to tell you that Trek CBD has a new name, and it's Hemp Boss. It's the same product you've grown to love, just a new name. Spring sports are on the horizon, and Hemp Boss has a variety of products that help calm me down during games and on the golf course so I don't go over the top. And they have a variety of options for you to calm you down before, during, and after any event. Whether you're looking for drinkable Delta 8 seltzers, hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups for your beverages, or anything else, Hemp Boss has it all at 84th and Andermatt. Hemp Boss, naturally healthy CBD.
Shopping for insurance can be a frustrating and tedious task. Brokers Insurance Agency in Lincoln has a full staff of licensed professional agents who will do the work all for you. Brokers utilizes over 20 insurance companies to save their clients money. Brokers Insurance Agency will always do what is in the client's best interest and will find the best program to fit your needs. Call Brokers Insurance Agency today at 402-420-5353 to get a quote today, or find us online at brokersinsurance.ne.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood, hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Nutrition Authority invites you to save 35 to 75% off at the Spring Mega Sale. We're taking our Better Than Internet Pay the Deeper, bringing you the biggest sale of the season. Monday, April 24th through Saturday, April 29th, the Spring Mega Sale is all at Nutrition Authority. For location information, check us out at My Nutrition.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hey there.
Hi, honey.
Uh-oh.
Remember we told Jamie and Mike about Liberty First Credit Union, how great their checking account and car loans are, the amazing service we get, and how we love First?
Yeah.
Well, they took our advice. Jamie said how easy it was to move all their accounts and become members. Now they say they're banking with purpose at Liberty First.
At Liberty First CU, Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. NCUA.
This. Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
Is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Well, you know, we get long-winded sometimes in the show, so we don't have a lot of time for Sean Callahan, but we always do have time for him to get information. So we're now joined by Husker line Sean Callahan. Sean, good morning.
Don't jack around.
The news of yesterday, Nebraska finally has a couple names in the portal, 2 quarterbacks and Logan Smothers, Richard Torres, and receiver Victor Jones. How much more action do you expect by Saturday in terms of hearing more guys to the portal from Nebraska, Sean?
Well, you've got to have more. I'm not on a timeline today, so you can hold me longer till 6.
Oh, okay.
Today.
Okay. Oh, we got time.
All right.
Okay, all right.
That's good news, Sean. Thank you.
Okay.
So you don't have to speed talk with me here like the Micro Machine commercials from the 1990s.
Okay.
But,
all right.
There's gonna be more, obviously, because the numbers. You got to be at 85, and they're at 95 today.
Okay.
I think the better question is how many guys will just stay at Nebraska and be students, and how many will go in the portal, because you can stay and keep your scholarship package just to not play football anymore as part of the coaching change rule they have in place, or you can go in the portal like these guys did yesterday. And as you guys probably know, the head coach can force these moves because of this rule in the NCAA rule book. And that's what's going to have to happen now to get down to 85 scholarships.
Sean, you spoke in Fremont last night to a group of Husker fans. What's the level? Do people ask you about this topic a lot? Like, is there fans that are concerned about it, or would you describe them as more interested?
I would say more interested. I think people have known since January, February. I mean, there was a time when they were like at 103 players on scholarship.
Right, that's a lot.
Like they had an extra recruiting class on top of the entire 85 scholarships that they had to kind of move out. So I think it's been well known that this day was going to come. But they're holding the meetings now with the players, and each day, like yesterday, 3 just kind of popped, and I'd imagine as the week moves on through Friday, that's how it's going to play out here with those player exit meetings with the coaching staff.
Sean, Sip said earlier that in terms of all across college football, he would be surprised with any name. He would not be surprised if any name ever entered the portal.
Nobody would surprise
like
me.
Even Marvin Harrison at Ohio State, for example. Do you feel the same way in general regarding the portal? Like you wouldn't have any surprise with any names?
Well, I mean, you're seeing it in basketball. I mean, look at like Creighton. Ryan Nembhard went in.
Right.
They almost went to the Final Four, and he went in the portal. So you see it everywhere in all sports now. No matter just because it's so much easier to transfer. And last year I think Casey Rogers and before that Wandale Robinson and even Luke McCaffrey at the time. Those types of moves really rocked Husker fans just to see guys that you're like, oh, these are solid Husker guys that want to be at Nebraska. They're good players for us, and then it's going to the portal. And you're right. I think it's just kind of part of the model now, unfortunately, where this is going to happen more. And NIL plays a factor too. If a guy, thinks his value is higher than maybe what it's perceived at one school, he's going to enter the portal and test the water. Look at Alante Brown right now. He's got Colorado, Michigan State. He's going to visit Purdue this weekend. He's got some pretty quality options right now. Where if he came back to Nebraska after not being at school this semester, he may not have been a starter at that point.
Shifting gears, Sean Callahan joins us from HuskerOnline.com. Shifting gears. Now, you've had a few days to ruminate on the spring game. Let's do the optimism thing. What makes you maybe more optimistic about the 2023 season after watching the spring game and ruminating on it?
I like the direction of the offense and where it's heading. I think you have to have some sort of dual threat option with a quarterback game or with your offense in general. And they didn't have that with Whipple a year ago. They really want those quarterbacks to do much. So the run game was a lot easier to diagnose when you take the quarterback out of the picture. And I think having Jeff Sims or Casey Thompson run the ball more and just do some different elements, it's going to do a lot. And I think they lost Trey Palmer, but I think Billy Kemp's going to be a fine receiver at Nebraska, and I think Marcus Washington is poised to have a good year, and I think they're going to be good at tight end. So those are areas of the offense continues to be a question. They weren't going to really just be able to fix that overnight. So what can they put together as a scheme to help that group have success? I think that's what you got to figure out now. You can't. I felt like at times last year what they were doing probably wasn't the best situation for guys like Bryce Benhart and some of the tackles. Just obvious third and long passings were, they were putting these tough 5-step drop situations for the quarterback where they just weren't really built to win. So I think you've got to create a system to help that line or protect that line and let them grow some confidence, because their confidence level the last 2 years being ranked dead last in pass protection on Pro Football Focus, both in 2021 and 2022 of all Power 5 teams. That should get your attention. On the defensive side, I like how they flew around.
Yeah.
I thought the young early enrollee guys really showed a lot of promise, which it's tough to do. Prince Well did really well. Cam Lenhart, even Maverick Noonan. I mean, there's a lot of promising young parts they've added to that defense. And then MJ Sherman's been a great addition from Georgia.
Did Heinrich, I'm just going to do this, Sean. Did Heinrich Harbor help himself in this scrimmage?
It's hard to say. No, probably not. If you're just going off the scrimmage, no, it wasn't his best day, but he had a nice run. He did a 2-point conversion play. But other than that, no. I mean, really, Jeff Sims, to me, was the only quarterback that collectively put together a solid day. He was 9-13 for nearly 140 yards, had a rushing touchdown. But nobody else really, in my opinion, had a strong day of those quarterbacks. They all had kind of their ups and downs coming out of it. I mean, what we know about Harburg is he's a big physical guy that can run. The wind was blowing and howling in that stadium, and he didn't do a very good job consistently on his opportunities of throwing it.
Regarding the running backs, we saw Gabe Urban have a touchdown. We saw Anthony Grant had some nice runs too. I mean, in general with that room, Sean, do you feel as good as Sip's been high in the room this spring so far? Are you high on that room too at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I think they've got options, and you need options. You can't just go in with one running back because we've seen it enough now. You have to have 2 or 3, and they have 2 or 3. And I think A.J. Allen's still kind of the mystery where he factors into this discussion because we know the talent level, but he battled a head injury in spring and some other things that limited his reps. He played Saturday. But it still feels like Anthony Grant's the best of that bunch. But you can't give Anthony Grant 28 carries a game. I think you need to have about 2 guys that can take about 15 each, and hopefully they can find that with whether it's Gabe Urban and Grant or whatever that combination is with A.J. Allen in there too.
You surprised to see Miles Farmer on the second team defense?
Oh, I don't put a lot into those spring team units. I mean, I don't know if that's in stone. I mean, I just think they were trying to mix and match. Corey Collier was on the first team of the other side, right? So
it was Omar Brown on the first team, Isaac Gifford on the first team, and Collier. Those were the first
said, though, that they will rotate a ton. Like he's like, we're going to play a lot of guys on defense. So if you're a quality second teamer, that probably means you're still going to see a lot of reps. So I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say for sure we know he's a second teamer, but guys have had some good springs around him too. So it will be interesting to see how they put that puzzle together because they've got a lot of depth on the back end of that defense. A lot of guys coming back. They're going to rotate in. It sounds like a lot of different bodies.
Excuse me for doing this, Sean, but it's been a topic on our show. Bill brought up the retractable roof idea, and it seemed to get, I know it's odd, but it seemed to strike a chord with a lot of people. Is it now, Sean? Is it even worth discussing?
What's the price going to be?
We don't know that.
The part worth discussing. We know what it's going to cost to just fix up the south end zone.
How much? How much is that?
$500 million.
Do you think it'll be $500 million to refurbish that area?
Yes.
$500 million.
2 to 500 is the range, depending on what they decide to do.
Okay. All right.
According to the numbers on the Board of Regents meeting minutes. So when you start adding an extravagant roof and things like that, I mean, I don't even want to take a guess what that would cost. And figuring out how to put that onto a 100-year-old structure.
I think you could do this.
Sipple has the numbers.
I'm going to play AD with you, Sean. What if we could cut the refurbishing of the South Stadium to $200 million and spend $200 million on a retractable roof? I'm not joking.
Would it cost more than that? I mean, I have no idea. Like,
no, I think you could do it for $200 million. Now, to fair that, now I got to tell you guys that Denver Post article was 8 years ago that I was.
prices have changed a little bit in the last 80 years.
All right,
it would be so high up at the. I mean, the press box levels go 6 or 7 stories tall.
Right. It would be. You're right, Sean. It'd be super. It'd be a super high roof.
It'd be massive.
Yeah.
How much labor would go? It would take like 3 years to probably figure it all out.
But it'd be awesome, though.
You're probably right,
awesome,
Sean.
Though.
We could get some South Omaha
monster truck stuff in like February.
We could get some South Omaha guys on. There's going to be some guys out of a job up there. So
I would enjoy it for the state high school football championship games, just because I have to work the sidelines for all 6 games.
Yeah,
so
you have
those 2 days alone, I would take the roof.
Yeah, yeah, you'll contribute to the fund.
That's right. Sean will help out. Sean, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We'll chat with you again next week.
Thanks, guys.
Sean Callahan, Husker Online.
7 years ago. Great journalism. Great job.
I can inform. I can teach you a lot, and if you let me.
I would like to. Yes.
What newspapers are doing now on their websites they're updating stuff and they're putting recent dates on articles. So
That's
you got to be
illegal,
really.
isn't that illegal?
No, you got to be really
It's
careful.
tricky is what that is.
Yeah, it's tricky. You got to be careful.
Tricky.
I was
tricky.
tricky. What's up, player?
When we come back,
what are we gonna do when we come
song of the day, and we have a lot of mailbag questions today. We actually do.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Let's get to that next on Early Break in the Ticket.
Elway Power Sports Lincoln is celebrating their grand opening on Friday and Saturday, April 28th and 29th. Stop by for free food, door prizes with John Elway jersey and more. And new Indian motorcycle boutique with the demo truck on site for demo ride brands like Can-Am, Kawasaki, Sipple. Check out Elway Power Sports grand opening on April 28th and 29th.
They say that April showers bring May flowers, but May delivers a lot more than that at GE Landscape Supply. Stop by for the Spring Landscape Days sale with almost everything on sale. Get 15% off of mulch, 10% off decorative rock, 20% off of flagstone, 25% off of decorative cobblestone, 15% off of stone edging, and 10% off soils. Save up to 25% rain or shine from May 1st through the 6th at GE Landscape Supply for the Spring Landscape Days sale. Open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life. We also offer member benefits and volunteer opportunities to help your family and
I'm Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman America, touching lives, securing futures.
It's April, and that means the school year is almost over. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride, as summer road trips are just around the corner. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Experience cool blue waters right in your backyard. In stock of brown swimming pools at Bonsall Pool and Spa are now 50% off. This offer is good through the end of May or until supplies run out. Our stock will go fast, so hurry in and claim your new pool now. And don't forget to stock up for the season with our spring chemical sale for any new or existing pool. Learn more at bonsallpool.com or visit us at 33rd and Highway 2. Bonsall Pool and Spa, every day made better.
If you want to make new floor shopping, come to Oak Street Carpet. I'm Harper. Our flooring professional can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying new flooring, no 8 weights, all right away, and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at Oak Street Carpet. 1832 O Street, family owned and operated, always the best value.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. Hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
Are you looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world-class manufacturer with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find by logging into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big guy this morning,
But you really pleasure for his music choices.
on an issue I did not think would generate much passion in this.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day, Black Betty by Ram Jam from 1977. 464-56851 is bad, 10 is good. Texture rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers Song of the Day.
Real talk, Jake. Real talk. What are the? Come on. Have you played that before?
No, I guarantee you I've never, because I'm not a huge fan of that song.
Are you guaranteeing?
Yeah, I've never played that song. That Duke brought that up to me and made me play. Bill's friend Duke, our friend Duke.
Black Betty. All right. Well, so now you've kind of forced me into a position of being friendly with the score because Bill's best friend recommended
Duke.
We
Good old
like
Duke.
Duke.
Yeah,
He's-
Duke's great. I met Duke.
So I
last
can't.
week. He's awesome. He's a good guy.
I'm not going to say.
Spent
too
most of
much.
the time telling you songs to play.
He's giving me song advice for our hour together. It was amazing.
You want to talk about doing some advertising? No, I got some songs I want to buy you quick.
It was actually really fun.
Do you have a notebook?
I got a list of I put it on my phone.
Oh, boy. Okay, so knowing all that, I
Don't cater.
Very
Don't cater.
underwhelmed. I mean, it's a very underwhelming, overplayed, overwrought song. Not particularly imaginable by anybody. I'll give it a 5.525.
I imagine that Bill's rating will be a little different because he
He
started
was really
singing, he was
enjoying it.
playing the guitar.
Knew every word.
Where'd you go to there, Bill?
First of all,
Hold on.
just-
I want to get my score out there. 5.525.
Okay,
It's important.
That's a lot.
This is we got to get that
Detail.
done.
Just the name of the band, Ram Jam.
Ram
That's-
Jam.
That is so awesome. Ram
Is it
Jam
though?
is so
Is it
awesome.
though?
Yeah, it was. The song Black Betty. Anytime it played, that would be a song to be played like maybe like during like a dance situation at Pender, and I always danced that song with Shelly Higgins Buchholz. That's what I always dance with. But
She had a hyphen back then?
No, I'm
Oh.
hyphing it now. No, I've hyphened
Early
it myself.
hyphen.
Yeah.
It's not an early hyphen like that. That's who I dance with.
Sorry,
Yes.
Josh.
Uh,
Sorry you have to hear all this.
Yeah, the energy. I know. Yeah, it's
The energy.
It's a 988.
Whoa! Holy
988.
ridiculous.
That's
That is-
your
okay,
highest score.
What are you going to give Hey Jude then?
What's that?
What are you going to give Hey Jude?
989. I'd go one higher. Yeah. Hey,
What are you going to
Jude.
give all along the watch?
Just anyway, it wouldn't be that. 6.
Is there a 10 in your
yeah.
world, Bill?
There probably is. I'm not going to.
Wait, don't
You
tell
gave
me.
Ram,
Yeah,
you
don't
just gave
tell
Ram.
Yes. It's unbelievable.
Sip
Unbelievable.
is
That
beside
song
himself.
is
It's art,
that
isn't
song's
it?
amazing.
It's art.
It's art. Yeah.
Okay, so
That's-
9.88 is
Yes.
the score and a 5.525.
It's under the
Yes.
viaduct art.
Yes.
Before we get to the mailbag, we've got to get some ratings here real quick. Harper, 10. Harper's dad,
10.
9. Bubba a 9.25.
Bubba.
Notorious B.I.B. an 8.8.
Oh, listen to these numbers.
Look at all. Newt 9.5. Who in Columbus? Bird a 9. Thank you for the shirts, Bird.
Bird gave us Quail Run.
That's right.
Collar shirts.
They're nice.
Yes.
The American Nightmare 8.2. They're all high scores so far.
Yeah.
Ella 10. Ella's dad
10.
9.5.
Give me a break.
This is nuts.
I have not skipped
You're making
one.
these
I'm
up.
going all in order.
You're
here.
making these up too.
John in Fremont says, nice pick-me-up this morning,
Yeah.
8.5.
Oh, yeah.
John and Fremont.
Houston, Houston a 9. I've read every score, and they're all like 8 or
Now
above.
start
so far.
reading the real scores.
Jennifer 7, Hubby 8.1.
You got to be kidding me.
This is unreal.
I love the family.
Thank you. The people speak.
Leroy 8.5. The people Mouth of the South 10.
10. You got 10. There's 10s.
Guilt Nerd 9.3. Okay, got our first low and a 4 from John. But that was like
John
12. Just regular John.
We had 10s. We had 10s.
Wait a second. John gave it 4. Please.
Nyla gives it a 10.
Another 10.
8.5, 9.9, 7 from Brad in Dallas. A 7 is low right now for the
Seven-
scores.
seven.
I gave it 5.
Pecan Pies 8.76. Crowbait a 10. Walter a
another 10.
7.6.
gotta
David
be
from
kidding me.
RenewYourAuto.com 7.5.
Okay, David, thank you.
Can we thank Duke?
Yeah, thank you, Duke. Yeah, that's
Thank
a high
you,
scores
Duke.
today, Duke.
Yeah.
That's for you. That was for you, Duke.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Duke, my score's lower. I mean,
That was amazing.
Duke likes that.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm
So Duke is Bill's best friend.
I met Duke. Yeah, I met him.
Yeah, I met him.
I was at his house for an hour last Friday.
You got to be kidding
I
me.
was at his house.
Yes,
Where was I?
I called Duke. I said, "Hey, when Jake
Bill
shows
wasn't
up,
there.
I wasn't. I go, hey,
What's going on?
when Jake shows up, and I go, answer the door with your shirt off." I told him
He had his shirt on. I saw his face, though. He,
Can you imagine?
shirt was on.
Imagine-
Shirt was on.
Like, imagine he answered the door with his shirt off.
We should all answer that
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. The door's ring, but let me get my shirt off.
on.
I want my shirt off.
Oh,
Before,
Duke, thank you.
Before we get to mailbag, me legalize this real quick. Hang on one second.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
It is time for the mailbag. Without further ado, here we go. Once again, the mailbag, as always, is sponsored by Sean Erickson and his team at Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial. To plan for your future and learn about member benefits, get to know Sean Erickson well at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation. Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial. From the mailbag, we had a lot of questions today. Wes says that East Lincoln West.
This is East Lincoln West.
He says this, Bill, in your experience as a collegiate coach, do players or coaches typically listen to local sports talk radio?
Ooh.
Answer
that.
I would say no, but
That's
I would say no, but they know what's being said. That'd be about the best way. There'd be some way. I mean, like, they're not sitting there listening to parts like that. I would listen to some of your guys' show if it worked out for if it's a workout time or something. I never downloaded it because I didn't know how to do that. How to do that.
Oh, I know you listen.
If I listen, if you
So Frosty didn't have it on his radio in his office.
I don't know. So no one really listens, but they know if someone is just badgering you 24/7 on the radio. They know.
Okay.
Who was just like what happened at the guy that got fired at Syracuse, right?
Boeheim.
Jim Boeheim.
No, didn't they fire the radio guy?
Oh, yes, because he was being too critical.
Exactly.
Of Jim Boeheim.
So
That's
there's
right.
your point.
Yes.
People say, no one listens. Oh, really? They just fired the guy. So
See, not just of Boeheim. That radio host was critical of Syracuse athletics in general.
He was. He was. Okay, moving on from John says, I have a question for the guys. Most places recognize people once a week for something that they have done. Since you guys work at the Ticket, if you guys were to recognize someone for something that they have done, awarding them the golden ticket, who would receive your golden ticket this week?
Okay.
this week.
That's a pretty.
It's only Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. So golden ticket this week.
Oh.
That's tough. It's tough to put that on the spot.
Really good service at Buffalo Wings and
There
Rings
you go.
yesterday.
That counts.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, real good. And I had to get. Oh no! Here it is, golden ticket. Jake, why wouldn't you point this out? I'm giving my golden ticket to Joe and Boulder. I paid for me and Alex last night. Joe and Boulder, I hope you're listening. Buffalo Wings and Rings, because of you and your gift card that you gave me, $25. I paid $1.88 for our dinner last night. $1.88. at Buffalo Wings Drinks. Thank you, Joe. He gave it.
Joe and his friend John provided that, but Joe was there. Yes.
The Breakers come through again. I had a gift card.
You did.
And last night, it's reduced price wings. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm a rich man. I don't pay attention to prices usually, but but it was cheap. It was like $188 with tip because of the gift card. God bless Joe. He gets the golden ticket.
His friend John, who gave you the gift.
Joe and John, thank you.
Go.
Yeah, mine would go to the people at Farrell's.
Come on, it's the guy who took you on his back. I mean, how
Yeah.
could you-
Well, I was going to go to that second, but I got beat up on it so bad. That's Skylar Schindler, my nephew, who took me on his back twice across the creek, coming and going. Yeah, it wasn't a one crick wonder. It's not a one crick wonder.
You're a one-trick wonder.
I like that. I'm going to give mine to the guys who gave us gifts to Dave Temple and
Okay.
Bird in Columbus. They were very kind giving us gifts.
Guys,
today.
what is the deal? We get gifts all the time.
We love it. Our
amazing.
listeners are wonderful people. Next from Kelly in the mailbag. Kelly says, Early Break is given a special task from new Big Ten Commissioner Tony Petitti to determine the site of the Conference Football Championship game when UCLA and USC join. Do you keep it in Indy? Do you move it to Vegas? Do you alternate between East and West? Back to Kansas City? Where do you put that? What's the perfect thing when those two schools join from the West?
Does Denver make sense
Okay,
to you?
the options were keep it in Indianapolis, move it to Vegas, alternate between East and West, like Indy 1 year, Vegas the next year, back to
Not
Kansas
Vegas.
City.
No, let's not do
play
Vegas.
on a campus, rotate NFL stadiums.
What's wrong? Is Denver a
No.
problem because it's in Big 12 country?
Yes, sure.
Is it a problem because it's in
I'm going. Mine's really easy. Mine's rotation.
rotating to where?
Mine's rotation. Just something.
Where?
I would do Indy Vegas. Absolutely. I do Indy Vegas. Yeah, I do Indy Vegas. Yep. Yeah, because
I
first
just
of all,
don't think- hey,
and guess where they play these games at? Guess where these games are played at? Where's the SEC played at? The Georgia
Dome.
Dome. Is that a theme here? Where's
Dome.
Indianapolis played at? A dome.
The Dome. Lucas Oil Stadium.
There's no dome in Vegas.
Yeah.
Now here's
What's
the
that?
deal.
There's a dome.
We
in
did
Vegas.
dome in Vegas.
Allegiant Stadium is Vegas' dome.
Yeah.
That's where the Raiders
Where the Raiders play.
There's a dome on that thing?
It's
Yes.
indoors.
Yes.
It looks like a Roomba. It's like a Roomba vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Allegiant Stadium is
Are we
fully
100%
indoors.
sure of that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now I got to comment
So
on your
there is a
Vegas
dome in
idea.
Vegas.
Big Ten's really stodgy. Yeah, Big Ten
Probably-
very
but I-
tradition oriented. They're not going to Vegas.
So I'm still going to say two. I like.
This
I
isn't
like.
the
I
USFL.
like the alter. I like to be able to go back and forth. I
well,
like that.
find a place
Dude.
in the West other than Vegas.
I ran out of time, but I have one more. I like this one. This is from Michael. He says, Good morning, guys. If each of you could be a cast member on a TV show that you watched while growing up, what would it be? Some possibilities include a seventh Brady child, another Kid's Island, third highway patrolman on Chips, or an outlaw on Charlie's Angels.
Well, mine's easy. It's not.
Go,
It's none
go.
of those, but mine's easy. I want to be a regular on Cheers.
Yes.
I
At
want
the
to sit.
bar- at
I
the
want
bar.
to sit
Hell
next
yeah,
to Frazier. I want to have conversation with Frazier and Lilith and Woody, and then obviously Coach. God rest his soul.
I want to be a detective on Hill Street Blues. I want a desk in that area that all those detectives were, and I want to be taken seriously.
And I'd like to be when they say "be safe out there."
Yeah.
Remember that? I always like that. Be
Yep.
safe out there. I like
Jake?
that. That's good. Jake, what would you be?
Jake, you got. We both came up with an answer.
Right now, we had a thought.
It'd kind of be funny to be on Malcolm in the Middle.
That's pretty good,
right?
That's pretty good.
Why?
You'd
Why?
be awesome in that show.
Yeah, it would be.
Why-
Me
why?
and Dewey could be like, but the youngest brother would be like
Uh-huh.
best friend, maybe a twin younger brother,
Okay.
something like that.
It's a good one.
Some capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Bryan
watch that?
Cranston was the Hal was the dad. You know?
Yeah.
You watch that?
It was a good show. I like Malcolm in the Middle.
That's a good show.
You could see me on that show, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
would definitely see him
absolutely.
on the show.
What
Absolutely.
about Partridge Family?
I didn't watch
So
that
this
show.
is crazy.
Come on, get happy.
No, this is
Come on,
crazy.
get happy.
It's a show that did enough. It's amazing.
Partridge Family?
Oh, Danny Partridge.
Yeah.
The redhead playing the bass.
It's amazing. That show was good.
It was
I mean,
a great show.
legitimately good
Yeah,
show,
it was
and
a
it
great
was
show.
not funny all the time. They addressed
Real issues.
real life issues.
Thank you for a great mailbag. All the questions were great today. So thank you. That mailbag sponsored by Modern Woodman,
What's
Sean
next?
Erickson. Top of the hour next.
What's
we'll talk
next?
a little NFL draft
Okay.
next on
Okay.
early break on the ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill. Some great deals for you waiting in light duty levels. Have up to 4,000, so do not wait. Now is the time to buy. So stop on in or visit us on Must Have a Trade-In with Koppel. All deals with roof credit.
Elway Power Sports of Lincoln is celebrating their grand opening on Friday and Saturday, April 28th and 29th. Stop by for free food, door prizes with chances to win an autographed John Elway jersey and more. Check out their brand new Indian Motorcycle Boutique with the demo truck on site for demo rides all day Saturday. Over 600 machines in stock for major brands like Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Polaris. See new owners. Check out Sport Lincoln on 97th Street for their grand opening night.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Experience cool blue waters right in your backyard. All in-stock above-ground swimming pools at Bonzal Pool and Spa are now 50% off. This offer is good through the end of May or until supplies run out. Our stock will go fast, so hurry in and claim your new pool now. And don't forget to stock up for the season with our spring chemical sale for any new or existing pool. Learn more at bonzalpool.com or visit us at 33rd and Highway 2. Bonzal Pool and Spa, every day made better. Shopping for insurance can be a frustrating and tedious task. Brokers Insurance Agency in Lincoln has a full staff of licensed professional agents who will do the work all for you. Brokers utilizes over 20 insurance companies to save their clients money. Brokers Insurance Agency will always do what is in the client's best interest and will find the best program to fit your needs. Call Brokers Insurance Agency today at 402-420-5353 to get a quote today, or find us online at brokersinsurancene.com. If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients because of an learn how you for jointpoint.402-323-8400.
It's food for the soul. Smoked meats, amazing sign. Fix you a plate is that at some point that plate will be, but hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and bourbons at prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today, located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planting season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial, residential, to actual storage, buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for early break with Sip and J by Gaina Trucking. Live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Vincent.
Did seem kind of
Meh, and Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
This is Early Break with Jake.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. You can always call or text 402-464-5685. Watch and comment on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter, or Channel 951 on Allo. The show is sponsored by Gaina Trucking. Bill, you had a thought to start off the hour here?
Yes, because you've discussed this, and I know that later today is going to be Holmes Lake for us guys to talk through some things with
Well, that's right.
a bottle of white
Get the
Zinfandel.
strawberry sip.
So Jake's going through some marital stuff, but here's how it's gonna get better.
I know it's been a rough week.
But the breakers need to know this. Tomorrow is Jake's wife's birthday.
Okay.
And then the next day is Jake's birthday.
Well, you're in there too, right?
The next day. So this is
What
birthday.
What else is tomorrow, though?
What else is tomorrow? That your dad's birthday.
And
your dad's birthday
And?
and
Your mom's birthday.
Yeah,
No. There's somebody else's birthday tomorrow.
Yes.
You're looking at him, Sip.
Okay, wait a second. I got to get all this straight. Your birthday's Thursday.
Which is tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's
and your birthday
is Friday.
God almighty.
So me and Jake
are we going to do a show?
We're
Back-to-back
gonna have a party.
birthdays.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Back-to-back birthdays.
Yeah.
But
If that makes Bill's birthday is tomorrow and my birthday is Friday. For those who are trying to figure out the algebra.
Breakers.
And then his wife's
Gifts.
birthday is tomorrow.
That's right.
So
Maybe
this is a
and my
chance
dad.
and your dad. So this is a chance to like that.
Your dad doesn't need any gifts, but Elizabeth, Elizabeth, I mean, come on, he's 61 years old.
Gonna be 62.
And I'm not getting you a gift either. This is ridiculous.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
Look at his face. You're hurting the man's feelings over here.
he has everything he needs, and so do you.
I have a job?
Yeah.
No.
You're a well-to-do individual. Sipple doesn't need to be
But this
buying
is all
gifts.
about Jake and his wife and these. I mean, they combine
this,
here
yeah.
and getting things back in line.
Yeah.
And getting things back in
This
line.
this week, yeah.
Yes,
Thursday,
week,
Friday.
And Jake, we
Yes.
will talk about it. I wish you would open up more.
I can't believe I just said that. Well, you said pistol, so
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
The
you
pistol.
said-
that's right.
I get trouble. Is it text line?
Yeah, tomorrow, Friday. Days for the studio.
Big days for the-
Bill
What do you
Busch,
mean?
to-
Yeah,
birthday-
tomorrow and Friday.
Bill's birthday is tomorrow.
Breakers.
Yeah.
Breakers.
Jake's is Friday.
We got
Breaks. There's birthdays.
Sip is not gifting us anything.
No.
So if you
We're
want
not
to
asking. We're not,
we're
this
not
isn't for
asking.
gifts.
That's
It's not
ridiculous.
for gifts.
It's ridiculous.
We just want to make
your guys aren't 10 years old.
Yeah.
But the Breakers, on the other hand, if you
They
guys,
like
if you guys
giving gifts.
want to, and if I want the Breakers to think about Elizabeth too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Yes.
hers is tomorrow. It's a
Yeah.
Bill and Bill and
He kind of thought about like, oh yeah, her too. Like, that's why we're probably where we're at. Yeah.
Well, you're on the show, Bill. It's your birthday tomorrow.
Your priority is Elizabeth, not Bill.
I understand that.
Please focus.
I did receive a DM here before we
Ooh, a
get on.
DM. I
From,
like that.
we get Dave Dipple brought us gifts this morning.
Yes.
We got, he gave us the railroad hats.
There's
we got,
no Dipple here.
we got muffins. We got Splenda.
Yeah.
And, he did chime in saying there was some interest from Borders in doing a remote broadcast.
Yes.
I know we're gonna.
Dave Dipple has DM'd me this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, so real. He says, I played the YouTube video of Bill's glowing remarks of the Borders Hotel in Grand Island, and they are very interested in a satellite remote show at the hotel.
Oh, that's amazing.
Free rooms and buffets.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
He gave me a contact there,
Yeah,
or a
yeah.
potential segment sponsor.
Well, why, now I got a question. Why not?
Why not?
We're
Yeah.
getting a free room and buffet.
Why not?
We got to do that, right?
Why
now,
not?
could we? Is it?
We go out there like on Thursday night,
Heck
whatever.
yeah, we do the Friday show.
Do the Friday show,
That'd be amazing.
and then go to Fauner Park.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Then go to Fauner Park.
Yes.
Get a few hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Fauner's probably starts opening about 1.
Yeah.
Head over there.
Yes, first race at 1:30.
Yep. Okay.
Post times
time.
at 1:30. Absolutely.
They can say welcome Bill Busch again.
And-
Welcome Bill
What
Busch.
what did Mike say when he called in yesterday? From the guy that drove through Iowa. Mike was so awesome and called in. What did he say?
Oh God, that your take was gold.
I just don't remember.
God.
I remember if it was silver or gold. I couldn't remember.
No, me and Jake are bronze. You're gold. Oh, what an addition to the show.
The gold is here. Gold is here.
The gold standard. The gold card.
Oh my God.
All right. Thank you.
No, I love Mike. And I appreciate those comments.
So anyway, happy
love
birthday
Mike.
to Jake coming up here.
And to Bill
So
tomorrow.
Jake, you're gonna be 34.
No, 32.
Okay. Bill's going to be.
Somebody said I looked like I was 36 yesterday. I said, really? 30? Am I aging that badly? I'm 36 now, apparently. I know my hair situation is not great,
but we
Is it
can
all
spray
about the
paint
hair?
that in. We
We can.
I'm gonna get that video for you.
You live pretty hard.
Yeah.
I don't live that hard. I have fun.
Hey, no, wait a second. You're going to be 32.
32.
Well, I'd say 32 is about right.
And Bill's going to be an
the big 6-0. The big 6-0.
Jesus.
The SIP's going down.
The big 6-0.
Not
I think I should get you something.
No,
not take too much time left.
Not the big 6-0. Ridiculous. So, all right, just heads up. Hey, by the way, did not mention this. Nebraska baseball did beat UNO last night. They finally they were not swept for the series for the season. They lost 2-1 in the series, but they win last night 6-3.
Nice.
Good win. In Omaha.
Good win. A home run, right? Was there a home run?
Josh says there's.
Oh, I sorry, Josh.
Great preparation.
He texted you. He texted
Just how you prepared for games.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake, it's a good win coming off the Iowa losses sweep at Iowa City.
It was
a good
big.
win.
It was big. I got a text from Kelsey who's watching the show. How about this? He says, "No offense, Jake, but you look awful. All these hats.
No offense, but you look awful. No offense taken.
All these hats people keep bringing in. Make sure you wear them to cover up the hairline. You see that? Do you see this? What I take from the text line? Kelsey is critical.
No offense, Jake.
No,
but you
Kelsey
look
gets
awful.
in all of us usually. Gets
Oh, really?
critical. But that one hits home. I'll wear a hat tomorrow.
Does
Friday.
she criticize? Is she critical of Bill?
I
Because
don't
nobody's critical of Bill except for me.
Kelsey says for Bill's birthday, can you please live stream Sipple getting punched in the face by Bill? So that's what we have.
What is that?
Kelsey is just
Where's
really
this angry?
I don't know,
Not
Kelsey.
angry.
Are you okay?
Kelsey.
Are you okay, Kelsey?
Why would I punch Sipple? He's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Come on, why
That'd
would
be
you do that?
crazy.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, it'd be kind of funny.
Imagine if you live punch in the face on Twitter.
Sucker. Boom.
No, that's the question. Do you know it's coming, or do I sucker punch you?
I had the video. I'm the video.
I think sucker would be good.
Someone just punched Sipple.
Freak everybody out.
Freak everybody. Sipple just got decked.
Bill, it was Bill Busch.
What do you do? He sucker punched Sipple.
If we need ratings help, that could be
that could be a hit. For your birthday, or reverse it the other way. Sipple punches me. For your birthday, you get sucker punch.
That's right.
For your birthday, you get sucker punch.
On air.
On air.
Who in Columbus here?
Bird
says he'd like to give you a nice forest green polo for your
Nice,
birthday.
that'd
Join
be-
Mike.
That'd be
Join me in the
outstanding.
club.
That would
With
be
nothing on it.
With
Yeah,
nothing
just
on it.
Plain.
Nice.
No logo.
You can't,
It's
Bird.
just-
You can't find him. Good
No,
luck.
there's a rack
Good luck.
somewhere.
Good luck. Try to find one.
I found it.
Yeah.
It's
He found it at
secret
Kohl's.
place.
Sam's Club.
Buy it, Sam's. Come on.
Come on.
Wasn't it Sam? Okay.
Yeah.
You're a Sam's
464.
Club member, though.
I am not. Costco.
Okay.
I don't go. I'm not allowed to go to Costco.
What happened?
Well, I get really cranky in that store.
Why?
Really?
It's too much for me.
Meaning?
It's just I hate shopping for groceries. I don't like it. And then you're in there for like an hour, and I just get really agitated because I'm like, can we go? Can we go? Can we go? And I start getting in bad moods. And the other day, actually, I'm not going to say who the client
Took a swing at someone?
No, I felt really bad about this. Now we have a client. We've got several.
Now
clients.
this is good. You're bearing your soul, which
It's
you need to
good.
do more of.
We
Go
have
ahead.
several clients that sell alcohol. They have different liquor stores out there.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not going to point out who this person. Well, I felt bad about this. I saw the person in charge of the liquor store, and I said hello. Looked in my cart, and they saw 2 bottles of wine. They're like, "What the hell, man?" It's like I wasn't buying from their store.
Oh.
And I just this is my sign. I can't be here anymore. I can't be no more Costco visits. I can't do this anymore.
Ooh, that's interesting. Now, did you feel guilt or did you feel
I felt
anger?
I felt guilt. Of course, I felt guilt. And I went back and I bought some. I'm going to go buy some more from them at their store. But I felt
So this was
terrible.
a random encounter.
It was a completely random encounter.
See,
I felt horrible
I
about
don't
it.
know how to feel. I don't know how to address this.
It'd be like if I got in someone's car and they turned the radio on and it wasn't on 93.7 the ticket, I wouldn't be like, dude. I mean, I think.
Are you really?
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Well, if they're an advertiser,
Yeah.
you should be buying from
You
them.
should.
But
I
again,
agree.
I have several. Now Costco's not an advertiser,
Yeah.
so I can't.
Have
say
you
that.
have you bought from him before?
Oh, absolutely.
So then it's fine.
Right. I just
So
felt
that's
it
fine.
felt weird. I didn't feel comfortable,
But he
and I wanted
gave
to
you
leave.
He gave you the.
Yeah, he saw. Like,
You gave you palms up. You gave you palms
Yeah,
up.
it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
why
I'd
you're-
have said it too. Yeah, I would have said it too.
I know. I felt bad.
I'm
So that was my
surprised.
sign. I should go to Costco.
Yeah, when I walk in, when I walk into Sam's or Costco, I'm immediately euphoric. I just love it. Now where it's really nothing like it used to be when you used to go on the Saturdays and there was 50 different samples and you're just crushing samples. And I did the fake walk around like that to see if they remember me to come back and hit it again. Oh yeah, I did.
You are Eddie Haskell.
I would come back here.
By the way, yeah, yesterday I get to Alex's and his sister's a 9-year-old, and mom had just been to Sam's, and the 9-year-old's carrying a box of oatmeal. Those little Debbie oatmeal.
Oh, I love
oatmeal cream.
I mean,
pies,
there must have been
which
200 in that box.
Oh God!
And she's carrying it in the house.
That's a party right there.
Yeah, so
That's
they
a
sell
party.
everything in bulk, including little Debbie oatmeal.
I think that's what
oatmeal cream.
Oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah,
That's what it's
I'm
called.
pretty sure that's what Nick Saban has every morning.
Is that
Yes,
right?
you are right. Oatmeal. Yep, he
Yeah,
does.
yes,
One or two of them.
Cup
I
of
think.
coffee.
I'll tell
I
Anna
suppose.
that. I'll tell
Oatmeal
Anna.
cream. It's a winning
Yes.
mentality.
Have four
Win-win.
today.
Yes.
Have four.
Yes.
Nick Saban. Do you think Nick Saban just has one? Probably just.
Probably does.
God,
He's very
that
fit.
sounds good with coffee. It really does.
Yes. Yeah.
A little Debbie
Yeah.
oatmeal
Cream pie.
Yeah.
with coffee.
Yeah.
Sounds
Sure,
really
tell you
good.
what,
Coffee talk.
Nick Saban's been a winner for a long time.
Yeah.
It's a winning.
But somebody brought us. We've devolved into a show that's bizarre. Who brought us Pop-Tarts yesterday? we can't.
that was Kansas Husker.
Kansas Husker, and he brought us the tube
He
socks.
sent us
Yes.
pictures of the steak from
Yeah.
Salina, Kansas, also.
And he bought us Pop-Tarts. They were beautiful. I mean, I just had 2 again today. I had 4 yesterday. Two today.
Speaking of the Pop-Tarts, so Bill before the show said he made a proclamation, which I'm not sure I agree with. I'm curious from the listeners if they agree with Bill on this. So Bill said that he could eat 8 Pop-Tarts in 20 minutes max.
Oh, absolutely. He could.
I think you'd get very full after number 5 and really.
I think I
struggle.
could do it.
No,
I think I could do it.
Pop-Tarts, you can whip them down.
Yeah, they go down like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I know this. The first 4 would just be like a
nothing.
tasty treat.
Yeah.
yeah. Then it might get a little.
Then you start getting a little angry gut here.
I don't even know if you get Pop-Tarts are pretty benign.
Yeah, I think I could do it. I think I could do that.
Yeah, you could do it.
Jake Sipple said, "Hold it, 8 packages."
yes.
Jake's like, "No, that's 16 Pop-Tarts."
Well, when you say
that's pretty
8,
high.
Did you do that in 20
Yeah.
minutes? 16
No.
Pop-Tarts?
When you say 8
Yeah.
Pop-Tarts, my mind just goes to, okay, does a Pop-Tart, does 2 count as one because they're in the same bag?
No.
Okay.
No, it does not. Should we go to Bill's Thrills right now, or should
We better do
check-
something.
Yeah.
Are people checking
Yes.
out?
No, they're with us.
Our
They're with-
ratings came
No,
in.
the people are here.
All right.
No, that's fine. What?
All right.
Okay, let's see this. Tomorrow is the NFL draft. We'll do a deep dive into that tomorrow.
Okay.
First round NFL draft in Kansas City is tomorrow. We'll discuss first round picks and why they're busts.
Okay.
Next tomorrow. How about that for a
Yeah,
tease? Okay.
I was ready for that.
Without further ado, though, it is time for Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Mid Plains Advisors. Call Dirk, Scott, and Ty for all your financial needs. It is a Wild Card Wednesday, Bill.
Wild Card Wednesday. I totally went. This is a hard left in this conversation.
Whoa.
I spent several together, and then it just comes together last 15 in my head.
Okay.
And I think this is Wild Card Wednesday like that. I'm not trying to get that. This is not like a jovial, funny thing, but I think it's a pretty good little wild card
We
thing
need
to
some
talk
seriousness.
about. Like that. Yes, exactly like that. So this is about Mark Manning magic.
Okay,
Mark
okay.
Manning magic,
Okay.
head wrestling
like it.
coach
Yeah.
at the University of Nebraska. Mark Manning, and this is what we're talking about. It took several days putting this thing together. And the wild card is make my day.
Okay.
I've been thinking about this. Make my day. There's nothing that excites you more but on making my day, on when you reach out to someone or you send someone a text, or how many times you've been like, I need to catch up with that person.
Yeah.
And you don't do it.
Yeah.
You haven't followed through with it.
A lot.
And so, and also when I'm talking about this is not about make my day as far as like checking in. Hey, just checking in. What's that? That's lame. I'm
Wait a
just
second.
checking
I
in.
do
Then-
that all the time.
Then you text back. Yeah, I'm good. That's what you text.
Yeah.
No, that's nothing. No, make my day would be something
What's
like that. So if I hadn't talked to you for all Sipple, I'd be like, hey, Sip, remember the time we talked about this on the show or did this like that. So you make my day is finding someone through your phone, whoever it is like that, and you make their day with a text message or a phone call. Generally, phone calls are harder, but you can completely change someone. So I'll give you an example. I say Mark Manning magic was that like that again. When you're fired, it's crickets. And so I'm driving back from mushroom hunting right there, and guess what? I get a phone call from Mark Manning. Just wanted to check in. See how you're doing.
Say hi.
Because we talked all the time. Called to check in. Make sure.
Called you.
Make sure he goes, hey, I'm heading to Vegas tomorrow. I got to go to a wrestling in Vegas. I'll be back next week. Let's make sure we get together. Like that. Made my day.
God bless him.
God made my day. It does. So it was really cool.
Bless him.
So
And God bless you for saying it.
so the challenge now is for all the breakers, text in that for the next 3 days, for sure, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you got to text 2 people. Okay. Make someone's day. Figure out who it's going to be. Make someone's day.
Or
call them up like that. Pick someone out for us right there. We would think how it changed when you get a text like, well, you're like, huh, that made my day. That's pretty cool. Make someone's day. Cheers to people.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's great.
We're going to work on changing the world a little bit.
Yeah, I don't mean like you texting me or me texting you.
No.
Text somebody that's...
It's got to be someone that you haven't talked to for a while. It's some situation,
God bless
some deal like that to come up with it. It changes everything. And so right now, there's every breaker knows, I know who that's going to be. I know the 2 I'm texting. I know that I've not reached out to them after this.
For what?
But do not do the just checking.
Don't do that. That's terrible.
That's
terrible.
That's terrible.
Hey, just checking in.
I'm not going to lie.
No.
I do that.
No, because the first thing you send back is but if you send him something that's hilarious, something funny, something
bring up a memory with them,
like that, or if you just say, hey, I saw imagine this one. Facebook right now posts a ton of prom pictures.
Yeah,
everyone's a prom. Imagine I did some of that. I haven't talked to that person. Hey, saw your son, saw your daughter on that. Must have had a great prom. Looks fan. What at that? Looks like an amazing person.
Or what if you just texted somebody like, any good prom memories?
Yeah.
I mean,
what if you had some?
I don't know.
If you text them imagine some from high school. Hey, remember prom? Remember this happened?
Yeah,
like you're like going like, oh my god, it's hilarious. I remember that. You know what you did? You just made my day.
Yeah.
Mark Manning magic.
Mark Manning.
Yeah, from last night.
Current wrestling coach.
And guess what he does? He listens to our show every day.
East Lincoln West texts. He says, "Hey, Bill, Jake, and Sip. I'm just checking in. Hope you're doing well." And Josh.
I love your idea. I don't mind the checking in thing though. That's the only place we. I love your idea.
But it's
That's fine.
Be better than doing nothing else. So all breakers, you got to get 2. Breakers, you got to get 2 today.
A random,
and we want to text in, a report back. Who would I do? We're going to make someone's day. Mark Manning magic.
That's
Wild Card Wednesday.
Thank you, Bill. That's Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Mid Plains Advisors, Dirk, Scott, and Ty. Your contacts there for all your financial needs.
Jake texts me a lot.
We all text each other.
Yeah, we do. It's a lot of text in this group.
Yeah,
Jake's texts are wildly inappropriate.
When somebody says something really stupid in the deal, then you text separately. What is Sipple? What the hell is that about?
Yeah, how about the separate text?
Text.
I sent Jake a song yesterday, and I kind of felt guilty because I didn't send it to you. I just sent it to Jake.
And
Jake liked it.
He said this. He says, "Uh-oh." I said, "What?" It's like, I found a song I like that's new. And then he said, "Oh wait, it's actually 8 years old."
just like my journalism.
The Denver Post.
Yeah, everything's
Post.
8 years old. The article about the roofs, this new
like
song.
How about the song of the day getting just ridiculous ratings from Duke?
Except for Sip.
Duke. Yeah. You're the only one.
5.525 over there.
No,
we had like 8 10s.
I know.
There's more than 8.
Black Betty by Ram Jam.
Yes, had a child. Damn thing gone wild.
Damn thing gone wild. Can't wait to come back. Why is Nebraska not playing Iowa home and home?
Yeah.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Let's discuss that next. Break on the ticket.
No big whoop.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get full help. Some people instead offer breakthrough surgical options, even of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
Elway Power Sports of Lincoln is celebrating their grand opening April 28th and 29th. Stop by for free prizes with chance to demo truck on site. Over 600 machines in stock from major brands. Yamaha for new owners and new attitude. Check out Elway Power Sports of Lincoln on North 27th Street for their grand opening on April 28th and 29th.
Spring is here, and Acres has special financing on all John Deere lawn tractors and mowers. Get your yard rate and use John Deere's wide selection of attachments to landscape your property to perfection. And for a limited time, with the purchase of a new John Deere mower, get up to $200 to apply to the steel power tool of your choice. From trimmers to chainsaws, gas or electric, Acres is your home for steel products and service. Acres, solutions for every field.
Imagine your next staff meeting. Now imagine your next staff meeting with a side of ribs. Your next client presentation, or that same client presentation with brisket and baked beans. It's better, right? Let Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul take care of all of your catering needs. Feed the staff, cater your next event, whatever you need, Mary Ellen's can. They can even host your events in their brand new event space located right next to the restaurant. Go see for yourself. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29 Lake or online at maryellens.com. Let them fix you a plate.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Warm and cool, comfort and confidence. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 467-1111.
For great views, go to Kansas. For unforgettable views of action-packed racing, go to Kansas Speedway. NASCAR weekend at Kansas Speedway, May 6th and 7th. Get your tickets today at kansasspeedway.com.
It's April, and that means the school year is almost over and summer road trips are on the horizon. Stop telling yourself to upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride, as summer road trips are just around the corner.
Tagline, vehicles, Mullen Motors.
Tailored Life is now open in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, for both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of pot trees, shrubs, vines, perennials, and colorful annuals. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors. Plus, convenient drinks, snacks, most which are produced locally. Tailored Life today and to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck coming up.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today. Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com. Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln by offering a number of services. From group homes for special independent living resources and job training, you'll find the intellectual and developmental disability services your loved one needs to live a fulfilling life. They're also high. If you're looking for a more rewarding career, learn more about available positions. Learn more about services for your loved ones or employment today at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah, we got some nice response during the break regarding making people's days, which was your idea
That was
from
nice.
Bill's Thrills.
We needed some seriousness on this show.
Let's see. Kent says this. Guys, I got a graduation announcement from a player I coached in 6th and 7th grade. It made my day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that it changes lives. Your mood changes. Everything changes. Your day changes. Hey, do we like it when we get a gift?
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes our day.
Yeah, we're happy.
Yeah, we're happy.
Absolutely.
It
We
makes our day.
appreciate the people that
Yeah,
buy those.
I'm wearing that shirt tonight to dinner.
Yeah, I mean, it's
The Quail Run shirt.
yeah, but those kind of things, they when you get something from the past, my dad gets phone calls now. He's 88, and players call him, and they just want to talk about when they coached in high school. Now, he was coaching like in 1958.
Gosh,
I mean, his players now are in their 70s.
Yeah, that's
they call
awesome.
him up and they'll
Oh my
talk
God,
about
that's awesome.
and they always talk about crazy things that happened
Yeah.
on the bus, something about the game or whatever. But it's like, and then it's like, how
Did you-
was it? Yeah, it made my day.
See,
Yeah,
I
it made
know.
my day.
Hey,
Make
Bill.
people's day. Mark Manning magic.
That is super nice.
Okay, before we move on, text says this this is from Jeff, aka Big City in Omaha.
Big
City. This is referring to something I think you said yesterday on the show, Sip.
Okay.
Hopefully.
He says, I'm just listening to Godsmack's version of Rocky Mountain Way. He says, Sip, you are crazy. It sucks compared to Joe Walsh's play. He said, did that haircut allow some brain cells to escape for that take?
No. You should. Bill's reaction was hilarious. He's like, no.
I did. I was like,
no.
I was like, I lost it.
Jeff. That's Big City Jeff. Big City
Big
Jeff.
City Jeff.
Yeah, Big City Jeff. I'm sorry. I you'll never convince me. Dun, dun. I mean, it's
Just stop. Rocky Mountain is so awesome. I mean,
Godsmack's version is so much better. I mean, it's so much more driving. When you listen, it's a harder, tougher, cooler version than the Joe Walsh version, which is great. But sometimes remakes are just better.
The Joe Walsh one's perfect, though.
I can't.
Godsmack's is perfect.
This is when the sucker punch would come in if there was one.
Me and Bill are going to throw hands.
I will not throw hands. Simply, he would beat the living crap out of me. He's a
boxer.
boxer.
He's a veteran.
I used to do that all the time. So when Mark Manning would be coming down like the hallway at lunch, I'd see him. I'd go like this. I'd go like this. You don't want it. I'd go like this. Get in a wrestling stance. I'd get in a wrestling stance like this, like that. And I'm like, he could put me in a pretzel and slam me down so bad, so hard. It'd be I would. It would. You wouldn't even know what happened. You would be unconscious.
You'd be like a toddler.
It'd be like a toddler.
You wake up and your legs be all wrapped around each other.
I'd wake up. I'd be tied like with my own body parts be tied together.
His nickname is the Mangler.
Yeah,
keep that in mind.
You would.
Don't
that's his don't even try to take
every time I see him, I'd always be like this. And sometimes we even do the headlock. Yeah,
that would not end well for you.
He did tell me last night. He goes, "Tell Sip I'm going to put him in a double arm bar." He did say that.
Bring that.
Yeah, bring that.
Let's see what happens, Mangler.
How about this before we move on?
Okay.
Speaking of Mark Manning, this is very complimentary of Mark Manning.
Okay, cool.
This unnamed texter says, Mark Manning sits behind me at Nebraska football games. A couple years ago, an elderly gentleman stumbled walking down the stairs, and in a flash, Manning caught him and escorted him to a seat. What a great guy.
Oh, God. That's a great story.
It's amazing. And the reason
flash.
And the thing me and Mark we had texted several times about is wrestler Peyton. Am I right on that? With that went through that tragic infection on his leg. And so I was checking in with Mark.
God bless you, Bill.
Just to see how he was doing with that, and he's doing much better, which is
Do you have staph infection?
Yeah, it was. I don't know if I call it whatever it was. It was really bad. It was like a flesh eating. It was awful. I mean, I have Mark sent me pictures. It's
one thing about Manning, and Bill would I think understand this more than you, Jake, because he knows him. Manning's like that dog that's always smiling. Some dogs just smile all the time.
Yeah.
What did you say about Manning?
Make your day. If you see him somewhere, I've seen him out
always
publicly.
smiling.
It's like he's like this. If you walk by, he's like.
Well, he's just always happy.
He's always happy.
He's just kind of smiling all the time.
He has kind of a perpetual smile.
Yeah, he has perpetual.
And then
smile.
how about the people that have the perpetual? Can you say the word with BITCH?
You don't say that.
How about resting?
Something face.
Yeah. Resting bleep face.
Bleep face. And the people that they just upset you when you see them. No matter what, they're just. How's it going?
You look jolly today.
Yeah.
I don't know too many people.
Oh no, that's very common.
That's very common.
What do you call
resting bleep face?
Yes.
Really?
Oh, that's what it's called.
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
You'll have to tell me off air about this. Resting something face.
Yeah. Have you never
I've
heard that?
never heard the term?
No, I've never. I'm just going to tell you right now. I've never heard that term.
That's shocking.
Yeah, Manning, though. Manning on the other hand.
Not no resting
smiling.
No, and you can't wait to see him. I wish you could see us when I get my wrestling.
I love
stance.
that, by the way, that you do that. That's awesome.
All right.
I don't think you would have been a good wrestler.
Oh no, I would. No.
You're a good athlete, but
no. It'd be awful. It'd be awful.
Too nice.
I wrestled like in junior high. It was terrible. Oh, it was awful. It was
so did I. I won one match. I won one.
He wrestled.
I wrestled in 7th grade. I won one match. That's the very last one. I said, I'm not going winless.
Oh, it was horrible. I was a hoopster. Yeah,
I felt terrible for my parents, like just watching.
Yeah, I did too. My dad would come up. He's like,
lost again. Cover our face. That's not our kid.
That's not our kid.
It's not your personality.
Yeah, it's not me.
I should never wrestle.
Like when I came home the one time, it's like homecoming. And like in small towns, there's like a homecoming court. So there's like they pick like 6 girls, 6 guys to be up for the king and queen like that.
Oh,
My
boy.
mom's like, "Are you up for king?" No. She goes, "It's not your personality."
Oh, really?
Yeah, I said, yeah, that wasn't me. That wasn't
that would be.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Okay, thank you. There we go. Before we get to the game show, I need to get some sports news in here from yesterday. There was
Something,
there was some
please.
schedule news for basketball for next season, Big Ten basketball. For some reason, Nebraska is not playing home and home with Iowa, the closest Big Ten team to them. They're just playing at Iowa. And that Iowa fans bring a lot of people to Lincoln, as they should. It's a drivable trip. And there's no home game in Lincoln for the Hawkeyes. So Nebraska next year will play home only against Michigan State, Penn State, and Purdue. So no trip to Mackey Arena, which is a house of horrors for Nebraska. No trip to East Lansing. No trip.
Yeah. East Lansing hasn't really been a house.
No,
of
they've won up there before.
Yeah.
And no trip to Penn State.
Yeah, well, that's always good.
That's a great one just because of difficulty to get to.
Yeah. These teams will not play in Lincoln, but only on the road. They'll play at Illinois, at Iowa, and at Maryland. Otherwise, they'll play these teams home and away: Indiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Northwestern, Ohio State, Rutgers, and Wisconsin. I just think it's sad that you don't get to play a home and home versus Iowa. That should be every single year.
I have to support
built in.
that.
That's strange.
Built in. It's the closest road
It's
trip.
close to the road trip.
Come on.
Just make it easier on yourself. Plus the fan base. That's something that everyone wants to see.
That's curious
Absolutely they
scheduling
do.
to me.
That's
That's
terrible.
curious.
Yeah.
That's curious.
There's no excuse for Nebraska to not play Iowa twice every year in
Well, I
basketball.
wonder what it is. It just is.
I don't know why. There's no reasoning.
Is
for
it just a scheduling model that's almost
It's
like
a model. It would be a model here. This is why they just plug it in.
Yeah.
Press
Almost
press
like
the
computer,
button. Here's what comes out. That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's
They always say it's a
I'm with
model,
you.
but then it's always like oddly strange sometimes how it's like when you have certain schedules. It would be interesting to see. Talk about a model schedule. Wait till this football comes out when it goes to 16 teams.
Oh God!
I mean, whenever they post that
After
thing
that.
about next February, whatever that comes out, it'll be earlier than that probably. But
It'll be earlier than that.
Wait, they have to
It'll be earlier
get a
than
range, but
that.
but it's going to be that's a big wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Petitti, is that the new Big Ten
the Big
commissioner?
Ten
I mean, that's
commissioner.
got to be one of the first things on his agenda to-do list. Is you have to get the schedule, and that Bill's right. What's that going to look like?
Yeah. Well, then also,
Who's in your pod?
Yeah, exactly. No.
Who's in Nebraska's
They're
pod?
starting to work on that right now.
Right.
The ones that have it, I mean, somewhat difficult. It's going to be like you take Michigan, because you know for sure they got Ohio State.
Pretty
and
much.
you know they got Michigan State.
Yeah.
You're not going to take those two away. So if you're Ohio State,
You're like, wait a second.
if you're Ohio State, what pot are you in? Because you have to be able to have. Okay, we know we're going to play Michigan. Well, who's the other part? Is it Penn State? Who's yeah?
Could you give them Michigan, Michigan State, and Penn State? No,
No, it'd be,
you can't give them that
But
because that'd be that'd be.
I don't know. Like I said,
There wouldn't be a
should.
balance there.
It's going to be. I think the pods. I would imagine the pods will be set, but the pods will be interchangeable, probably like every 2 years or 4.
Well,
I don't think it's going to be a permanent pod for life.
Nebraska's going to probably be in the pod with USC, UCLA. I mean, they're the farthest west team right now.
I mean, I think
besides them.
one of them.
I think one of
One
them
of
probably.
them.
I don't. Who knows? But all I'm saying is that the level of difficulty for everyone in the Big Ten a year from now is way more difficult to be like in the championship game. When you got to be in the top two.
God.
It's top 2 out of 16. It's not your side. It's top 2 out of 16. If you go back through, and if you just, I'd be interesting to do at that. We'll have Josh do this. He'll take a look at the last Big Ten. Take the last 10 years of Big Ten championship games, and then let's look at the standings and be like, how many times would it be?
Would a West team been?
Would have been a West team been in it? If it's like, no, that this would have been like this last year would have been again what? It would have been Ohio State, Michigan repeating, or Penn State, Michigan. We're not. That's. Right. I mean, how many times would Iowa made it 2 years? They've made it to the teams that have made it. How many times have they made it?
This is where you get into now. I know I get angry, ornery. I tried to check that, but I'm going to quiz you guys right now. I did not bring the media guy, but I can do this off the top of my head to a certain extent. Nebraska's chasing Ohio State and Michigan, right? And now the divisions are gone, so you can't do that thing where we say, well, they just got to win a division first and worry about the Big Ten. No, now it's just you worry about Michigan, Ohio State. Nebraska's last offensive lineman All-American was who?
Tony Finoti?
2001. You're
Tony
right.
Finoti. Yeah.
2001. They haven't had
That's
an All-American
amazing.
offensive lineman since 2001. They haven't had an All-American at Nebraska since
2001.
No. Levante David.
Levante David.
2011.
Yeah.
We have become incredibly casual here. Nebraska stopped producing All-American players, and nobody talks about it. They haven't had an All-American since 2011. I don't know, guys. It's 2023.
It's not good.
Right.
It's not good.
And we play this game where, oh, yeah, we think Nebraska, maybe they can get in position to win the Big Ten. No, you're never going to win the Big Ten without All-Americans. It's never happening.
Yeah, players are players.
Yeah, it's not happening. Nebraska used to produce All-American offensive linemen 8 a decade, 9 a decade, 10 a decade. It's what
Sipple. Do you remember?
Oh boy,
do you remember this stuff? Into the season, it'd be like in December, the Bob Hope Football All-American.
Yes, I do. And they come in and introduce them.
And they had their gear on.
Yeah.
Full padded gear and helmet.
On a stage.
On a stage
with a little curtain in the back.
And you'd be sitting there going, and you really didn't even know. Like, but there always usually be like 2 Huskers.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
And you know how cool it was back then, Jake? You'd be like, I wonder what they look like with their helmet on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
that's
they
Frank
had their
Gifford?
pads on, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. It was cool.
Did you say, is that Frank Gifford? Did you say Frank Gifford? He played like in the 40s. He was in college in the 40s. He was on the Bob Hope show. There wasn't even TV.
Why would you go to that?
Frank Gifford.
Of all the people to say.
Yeah, Kathy Lee was with him. Frank Gifford. Where did you come up with that one? That was not what I was thinking.
Are you sure?
No, I was not.
Gifford couldn't have been on the Bob Hope show. Are you positive about that?
I am. I'm just gonna. I'm rolling the dice. I'm gonna say.
I don't know.
Please go to the search engine, if we could.
Frank
Breakers.
Gifford. That's your one.
Frank Gifford. That's your one person.
That's
you
the
went
one you
with.
bring up of all the people. Frank
Gifford.
Okay, Earl Campbell.
Better.
Oh, I don't know. Was Earl Campbell? Yeah.
I would have. Yeah, he'd have been.
I would imagine he's an All-American.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but what have you been on the Bob
The
Hope
Bob
show?
Hope show. So the timing's got to be right.
Yeah,
Bob Hope
timing's
probably
good.
had about a 10-year run with the All-Americans, maybe.
Yeah.
Like that. And then there was also the one that was very controversial. The Playboy All-American.
Right.
The Playboy All-American. So they'd be on the
so
cover.
if Nebraska made a Playboy, if a Nebraska player made a Playboy All-American, you'd say to your boss, I think we got to go get that Playboy.
Yeah. Or we need to
Because
have
they have a
We need-
centerfold.
Yeah,
They have a centerfold with the teams on it.
Yeah.
With the All-American teams on it. They did. They absolutely did. I remember.
I don't remember real well, but I'm not
Jake,
saying
it's true. They would.
I believe you.
So that's
Yeah, they
so
would have
bad.
a
That's so
centerfold
bad.
with the teams on.
It's so bad right now, though. That, imagine. I mean, it was a big deal. Like that. Yeah, he's a Playboy All-American. It was kind
It was a big deal.
It was a big deal to be a Playboy All-American.
Pretty big deal.
Yeah.
It was
But
kind of like.
But it also there was that easy. Which
Ralph chimes in and says, "Sip watching the 1952 Bob Hope show." LOL.
Frank Gifford.
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right
We
now.
better.
464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels. 2 bagels and Joe. Yes, as Bill just whispered, you guys are 2-0 on the week. You're going for a winning week on a Wednesday.
Yes.
Everyone always talks about the number 1 overall picks of the draft. What about number 2?
Ooh.
How about number 2
Great.
overall picks in the NFL draft history?
Great.
Yes.
Tomorrow kicks off the NFL
Yes.
draft round 1. If you think you know your number 2 overall picks of all time in the draft, 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!"
No, sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
464-5685. Call the Takedown Sip and Shut Up Sipple. See if you win a business box of bagels if you beat him for Bagels and Joe. How do you guys feel about number 2 overall picks all time in the NFL draft?
Is there a clue, or is this 1988?
No. I will give you the school, the position, and the year and the team they went to. So you gotta give me the
A lot of
players.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get a lot of intel.
I don't feel
there.
great.
I don't.
I'm not draft crazy. I
Okay.
sent you guys a pretty cool thing on some draft stuff the other day but no,
Intrigued.
Tony, how do you feel about NFL number 2 overall picks of all time? Excuse me.
That's a hit and miss.
Hit or miss.
Hey,
All right.
Tony. Hey, Tony. Thanks for calling.
Absolutely, Tony.
God
Thank you.
bless you.
All right, Tony. Bill is a lifeline for one question for Sip. As always, Tony, first question goes to you. What North Carolina quarterback went 2nd overall in the 2017 NFL draft to the Chicago Bears?
Is that Mitch Trubisky?
Mitch Trubisky.
Thanks for the layup, Jake.
Hey, Mike, layups happen here. You got to give him the calls.
I
you
know.
guys are
That's
2-0.
not a layup.
See?
Tony's on. Tony snapped back
He
at
did
me.
snap back at you, Bill. All right, Sip, for the tie. First question, Sip.
Okay, now hold on. Lock
Are
in.
you focused?
Get in a focus mode.
What Georgia Tech wide receiver went second overall in the 2007 NFL Draft to the Detroit Lions?
That's Calvin Johnson.
Yes.
Also known as
Megatron.
Megatron. What a
Talk
name.
about a layup.
Yeah, that's a layup.
Tony,
wow.
easy.
Tony
Hey,
is
Tony's
fired up today.
Tony's firing back at us.
Tony, that was a layup.
That was, yeah.
Too much coffee this morning.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
All right.
okay.
All right, Tony, back to you for the lead. Your last question. What Penn State linebacker was second overall in the 2000 NFL Draft to the Washington Redskins?
I know this.
Oh, is that
God.
Lamar Arrington?
Yes, it is.
LeVar Arrington
Yes.
is correct.
It is LeVar Arrington, the radio personality.
That was not a layup. That was
He's a pretty
I
high
had
level.
it right away, but I struggled with him for a second.
Okay, well then lock in.
Yeah, this is Bill.
Bill's
Otherwise,
in play.
we lose, right?
Bill is in play. Yeah, use Bill here. He's in play for the tie, down 2-1. What North Carolina defensive end went second overall in the 2002 NFL Draft to the Carolina Panthers?
I got it.
I got it too. Hey, let's do this. Let's have
Hold
fun.
Hang
You
on,
write-
hang on.
Gotta write it down together.
You write it down. Then I got two. Let's see if we get the same guy.
You guys just scribbled.
Bam.
It's hard to even read what
You go ahead. You're the coach.
Julius Peppers.
Julius Pepper.
All right,
who
we're in
just
OT
whispered
right
in the
now.
microphone.
We're in
That's
OT.
correct.
Get ready, Tony.
Oh, wow. It's getting
Okay,
feisty
who's
in
putting
here.
a number out?
You guys are. So, Tony, you'll go over under Sip's answer here, okay?
This is for 3-0.
This is
Yeah.
for 3-0. Okay.
Nail this number. Make Tony work.
Nebraska's own Ndamukong Suh went number 2 overall in 2010. How many regular season sacks does he have in 13 NFL seasons?
13 NFL seasons.
I think
Sipple, do some math. Do some mathematics on that.
Well, here's the Bill. I'm gonna write it down. What I think.
How many seasons again? 13?
13 NFL seasons.
13. I like
I
the
got
number.
another.
Yeah.
number.
I like the number.
Bill, Sip's writing numbers down.
Well,
I'm gonna say.
go in between that to try
Nope. I'm gonna
Okay,
say.
all right,
I'm
say
gonna
it.
put a number on there. I might get this. Now, this is a warning.
Oh.
So warning to Tony.
Warning.
Warning to Tony.
I was reading.
Bill's face.
I was reading Hall of Fame stuff about. I'm gonna say 2 months ago. Because there was a reason I was. I can't
give the
remember.
number.
Give the number.
78.
78. Over under 78, Tony, for the win on
Oh, that's a good number. I'm going to go just over.
I knew.
Listen to those horns.
That's about the right number.
So your original guess, you had 67.5 written down. The answer is 71.5.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So Bill, you were right on it. You said in between.
What I
those
said,
numbers.
go in between.
Yeah.
You did.
71.5 is the answer for sacks for Ndamukong Suh. So
It's like I'm
that's a
chefing.
3-0
Like I'm
start to the
chefing.
week.
3-0. That's now. It's your
Tony,
birthday. It's your
Tony, we
birthday
appreciate
tomorrow.
the energy. We'll get you a bag of coffee though for your losing efforts today.
I appreciate it.
All right, good
All right,
stuff.
Tony.
Hey, 3-0.
Tony's
It's a
grilling.
winning week on a Wednesday.
Have we had Tony before?
I think maybe once, not very often. Might be a new voice.
That's a new voice.
That's
3-0.
no, both. Yeah, the first guess you were almost on it right in the
Yeah.
dot. Then you went high. You're lucky.
Jake,
Tony
that was a
went
good inventive game.
high. Thank you.
Yeah.
You got to be inventive sometimes.
that was
It's part
good.
of the show. So
Second picks. Third picks.
maybe I did. Yeah, number 3 overall pick. Yeah.
Yeah, those are strangely easy. I would say they were surprised. Look, think about those guys were 2s. God, Calvin Johnson was 2. Who was 1 that year?
Don't recall. Look that up.
That's a
Calvin Johnson was incredible.
oh boy.
The Lions
Retired
had
early.
Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders in different eras. They still sucked all the way throughout.
Wow.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Very
It
talented
does.
players.
It is
They
amazing.
were such incredible players and such very bad and mediocre teams at best.
Yeah.
The spillover is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
For great views, go to Kansas. For unforgettable views of action-packed racing, go to Kansas Speedway. NASCAR weekend at Kansas Speedway, May 6th and 7th. Get your tickets today at kansasspeedway.com.
Tailored Life is now open in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, for both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, shrubs, vines, perennials, and colorful annuals. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. The black and white trucks. You know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be that guy. Get it upgraded and repaired at Renew Your Auto. At Renew Your Auto, they offer tons of services: ceramic coating, window tinting, paintless dent repair, washes and details, bed liners, body shop, and more. Where can you go to get services like that all in one place? Schedule your appointment today at renewyourauto.com. See what Renew can do for you.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Warm and cool, comfort and confidence. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Call 467-1111.
This is former Husker and NFL veteran Jay Foreman. Some kids worry about making the team. Others worry about where they'll sleep at night. In Lincoln, over 3,000 kids are at risk of homelessness. A gift to Cedars makes an immediate impact on Lincoln kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day on Wednesday, May 24th, your gift goes even further. Go to Lincoln.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln's kids today.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 Tall Boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batsterats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great. We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
They say that April showers bring May flowers, but May delivers a lot more than that at GE Landscape Supply. Stop by for the Spring Landscape Days sale with almost everything on sale. Get 15% off of mulch, 10% off decorative rock, 20% off of flagstone, 25% off of decorative cobblestone, 15% off of stone edging, and 10% bills. Save up to 25% rain or shine from May 1st through GE Landscape Supply for the Spring Landscape Days sale. Open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m.
We're on the air.
Man, today, isn't it?
Tomorrow on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, it is time for the spillover. Chris Raff is with us. The spillover is sponsored by South Point Medical Anesthetics. Dr. Martin and his team there. I'm very thankful for their sponsorship of the spillover. Raff, we got gifts in here, man. Kathy came in during the break and hooked us up with cookies. We got crumble cookies. It says happy birthday. This is for you and me, Bill.
Oh,
Sipple's already had one.
He's eating birthday cookies before either of us had one. Who does
He's hungry.
that? He's hungry today. You know what's the way to happen?
80 and I need to start working on our requesting like
Start asking for
some
stuff.
breakfast food and some hats. And,
Start asking for food. Here we go.
So those cookies are for you guys.
What's that?
You're part of the team.
They're birthday cookies are for everybody.
You hear that?
Yeah.
You Jake, what you said?
Yeah.
I'm part of the team.
You are part of the team. I'm not.
The birthday team, yeah.
Am I on
It's not just
tomorrow? Am I on tomorrow?
Yeah, you're here tomorrow, Bill.
Okay.
Yeah, you're here.
Just
Yep.
checking.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
The invite's
we'd
been
ask-
issued.
Yeah, thank you.
We can't let you miss your
That's
birthday.
exactly.
No, there's going to be a ridiculous amount of gifts tomorrow. You know that.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Hey,
Again,
Kathy?
if you're just tuning in again,
Kathy Woody.
Kathy's a listener. She
Yeah.
listens. I can tell she listens
does
by
listen.
the note.
Yeah.
And this cookie I'm eating right now is ridiculous. It's scary.
Crumble cookies.
Kathy used to run basically run Nebraska football for 10 years. Like that, she ran it. That she was the.
That'd be news to the head coaches.
She probably yes. But she was the recruiting associate recruiting associate AD in charge of recruiting
During the what eras?
It would have been a combination of Tom and Frank.
During all those years I was ripping Frank, I should have been ripping Kathy.
Wow. Look at Bill.
Alrighty then.
Oh, Bill's
Just
like, I'm
joking,
leaving.
Bill,
Walk away from the microphone.
Bill, please calm down. It's okay.
So Kathy also
That
provides
cookie
with,
is incredible.
So Bill is wearing a
I got the
hat.
hat
Can you
on.
give me the other half of that?
Yeah.
Just give me the other.
Give me
The
the
pink
other
one.
half.
The pink one.
Yeah.
There we go. You're welcome. So we got some hats also from Kathy.
Yes.
LPD hats.
I've got one on.
Yep. Look at that one.
Yes.
If you're watching the video,
That's for Bill.
I'm very
Sip's
excited
talking
about
with
this.
his mouth full
Yeah.
over there. It's wonderful.
And you want to have it in the car when you get pulled over, so that way you can say, "Hey, we're
What's it say on it?
very supportive." This is LPD. What's mine?
LPD.
Is it Lancaster on this one?
You have a Lancaster County Sheriff's hat on.
Lancaster
I wonder if that's
Yeah,
illegal.
that-
Is
that's
it
gotta be
legal to
illegal.
wear an LBD hat?
or a sheriff hat. You can
Pull
say
people over.
Lancaster County Sheriff on it.
Pull people over.
You need to get like one of those fake license in your
I
car.
should probably pull people over on that.
If you walk into a restaurant with that on, people are going to get nervous.
Yeah, wear your hat.
Why is the cops here?
By the cops here.
So we're gonna get a
This
cop
is
in
just,
here.
this is just supportive.
We have an off-duty
supportive,
cop
yes.
in the house.
Yes.
Thank you, Kathy. God.
Kathy was wonderful.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you.
That's
Thank you,
ridiculous. And she came in with like nice. That's a nice box.
The box is amazing.
Are you going to take that?
Yeah, I'm going to
Wonderful
take the box. I think it's amazing.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That box is a
it's
gift.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
look at this
She
box.
could have just brought in a box, so we'd have been happy.
You can tell Kathy's with it.
Yeah, she's got her stuff together.
Yeah.
We also got one more gift.
Yeah, it's a,
But we're not going to eat it right now. But this is,
Raph, it's a gift.
Raph is a gift. We
World of Yum.
Our friends from the World of Yum, Rick Meyer brought this in.
Oh, that's the pecan.
We tried this out a month or two
Oh.
ago, and you guys were raving, but they actually have updated it, and now it's like this is the finished product. Beatrice Bakery Southern Pecan Cake. Look
Oh,
at that.
I'm
on the
having
screen.
a
Look
piece
at that.
Oh, Josh, big day
So
tomorrow.
we've got cookies.
Rick brought that in.
Yeah, Rick Meyer from
Those are
Beatrice Bakery
ridiculous.
provided us the finished product of Southern Pecan Cake from the World of Yum.
When I first got hired here, there was two giant boxes back there of like pound cakes, and there was one was like a vanilla and a lemon.
We ate one every day.
Every day, I opened one up.
You say Josh opened a cake.
Josh,
It
get a
was-
cake going.
It was semi-embarrassing.
It was.
Yeah, I don't know if he's even said it was every day.
We were eating it though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I mean,
it
we
was
were
really
eating it every
good.
day. Yeah,
It was really good. So we
Yeah.
had for breakfast every day.
I know.
That was it was like they're all gone by the end of the show.
They were-
You
oh,
guys would go through a full cake in 2 hours.
Yeah, as a full.
And
yeah.
Josh had a good part of that too. You guys are that was
It
just you
was,
guys.
hold it now. It wasn't like it's a giant Texas sheet cake or something.
No.
It was like it's like this big.
It's a
but-
pound cake.
Yeah, it's a pound cake, but it was ample amount.
Yes.
It's ample.
Yep.
Yep. It
So,
was ample.
Raph, what's going on, man?
Not too much. Just another day.
You ready for the draft tomorrow?
I was laughing when you guys were talking about Kelvin Johnson and who the first pick of the draft was that year. He was a good one.
Well, who was it? 07.
Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell was first. Calvin Johnson second. How about that?
Someone made an error.
The Raiders are feeling ill.
Surprise,
They feel
surprise.
ill.
The
No,
Raiders
no,
made
no,
an
no.
error.
Yes,
I gotta
it
feel
does.
like Raph is depressed a little bit because Raph is a Broncos fan and they should have a top 10 pick, but that pick belongs to the Seattle Seahawks. So
no first
Are you
rounders.
not
Depressed one bit. We're about ready to make a Super Bowl run.
are you? Is that right?
Oh yeah.
No
Oh, yeah.
first rounders though. You don't have any first round picks.
No first rounder. No first rounder. I think it
You
was.
could have a top 10 pick.
What was it last year? When the Broncos' first pick came up. They're watching Russell Wilson highlights, I think, for their.
Is that right?
Their 10 minutes. So that somebody said this year that when their first round pick comes up this year, they're going to watch that Sean Payton movie that was on with who was the Kevin James played Sean Payton.
Yes, Kevin James.
That comedy movie where
he played
Sean
Sean
Payton. He
Payton.
was suspended. He coached his kids.
I never saw that. I
never,
remember it now.
I never saw the movie. I was told
it
it was horrendous.
Really?
So I kind of want to see how bad it was.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to watch to see how bad a movie can possibly be. How bad is this train wreck?
Well, we talked about my haircut yesterday. Raf's got a beautiful haircut.
Yeah, Raf,
He does.
Thank you.
Very
Nice.
Can you say where you got that?
Right. I think Great Clips out on Jamie Lane out on.
Great Clips is a good client of the ticket.
Great Clips out on Jamie Lane.
Yep.
Okay.
Out south there.
27th.
Handsome.
Yankee
Very
Hill.
handsome.
Yeah, I'm heading out to California today, so I figured
Whoa.
I needed a haircut just to get me.
Business?
What's that?
Business?
Oh, a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
That's a good way to answer
That's
that.
a good answer.
A little bit of both.
Then we can write it off. It's a right. Even off it. I don't, but they do, and they're the ones writing it off.
I love that. Thank you, Seinfeld, Kramer, and Jerry. Thank you. It's beautiful.
Okay, guys.
Josh gave you some stats over there, Bill. You know what that is over there?
Well, it was
what that is over there.
we were just talking about
Series
like we
tomorrow.
were just
We
talking
will. We have
about
the draft
who,
tomorrow.
like who would have made the Big Ten championship game if it was the top two teams.
Just the top two. You didn't break it into divisions.
Just the top two, like that. So just take 2022 as Michigan, Purdue. That would have been Michigan, Ohio State. As we
Okay.
talked about.
Yep.
2021, it was Michigan, Iowa. It would have been Michigan, Ohio State. 2020, Ohio State, Northwestern, and it could have been Indiana. So there's one.
Oh, geez.
So there,
Indiana.
yeah. So there was that. That was one that was either way at that. 2019, it was Ohio State versus Wisconsin, but it would have been Penn State. 2018, Ohio State, Northwestern would have been Michigan.
If you just had all one conference.
1-2, all one conference
top
for us
two
right there.
teams.
2017, 100% accurate. It was Ohio State at 8-1. Wisconsin was 9-0. So that was from the division, staying in the division. 2016, Penn State, Wisconsin would have been Penn State, Ohio State. 2015, Michigan State, Iowa would have been Michigan State, Ohio State. I don't know how you've got that one, Josh. I'm kind of confused because Iowa was 8-0 and Ohio State was 7-1.
Yeah, it'd be Iowa.
So that I'm not sure on that one, Josh. 2014, Ohio State, Wisconsin. That would have been that would have stayed the same, or it could have been Michigan State at 7-1. So it'd been either way. But that was a. But anyway, the gist of things is that
Gist.
Gist. I love
Gist.
this.
Gist.
So I said it.
Not just. Go ahead.
I say it.
Gist
I
of
just
things.
say it a little different. I know it's gist.
The gist of things
Yes.
is that
Is that the overall hypothesis is true.
Right.
That there would be much more. There would not be if it was just 1 and 2. It would not have matched up to been the two teams from from each side.
and that's what we're going to be dealing with.
Yeah.
And it's going to be tougher to be the Big Ten champion. For Nebraska.
That's right.
I mean, not necessarily.
as
It's
it
not going
is.
to be necessarily tougher for Michigan, Ohio State. Same world. Penn State, same world. Right.
That's right.
Yeah. Everybody. It makes it. It's your top 2 out of 16.
Right.
That's a hard life. That's a hard life.
Well, especially for the West Division, it's been the harder life, right?
It has.
Those cookies are not a hard life; those are crumble.
I feel
cookies.
Raph's gonna miss you and your birthday and my birthday. He's gonna be gone Thursday.
I'm sure he'll get over that. Okay,
Raph, you're missing out on birthdays here at the station.
I'll
Come
try.
on.
I just
come on.
I wanted to
sad.
do something to celebrate your guys' birthdays. So.
Yeah, so he left. He's
So
leaving
it's-
us. I'm going to California
I'm
to
gonna
celebrate
for you guys.
Maybe
It's not a bad idea.
tell you what, I'm looking forward to watching that Frank Gifford special.
The 1952 Bob Hope
Yeah,
special.
absolutely.
Raph,
With Frank Gifford. That's
are
unreal.
you guys all sure that
If it was on in 52,
He
then
had a chance.
he was
maybe.
there.
Yeah. I just don't know
It's like
if that
it's
was
back in the
on.
40s.
I mean, one thing we can do is a little research and figure out when the Bob Hope All American special was, and it's possible, very possible, it was in the 50s.
Very possible.
But were you watching it? That's the bigger question I had.
Sipple's a seventh
negative
grader.
15, yeah. Negative 15 years old back in the 50s.
I was born in 68.
No, you
Oh,
weren't.
no, I don't
No,
think
you
so.
weren't.
I don't think so. See,
you weren't.
he keeps moving up his birth year.
Yeah.
He'll be
I'm like-
75 tomorrow.
I'm like a Cuban pitcher. Now nobody knows how old I
Yeah,
am.
we do. We know.
That
We
you
know.
can't document
We've got
it.
a lot
I
to-
might be 50.
Yeah.
for all
But
you
you're
know.
not, though. But
You're not.
That's it for us. Again, it's Bill's birthday tomorrow. We'll have a good show tomorrow. Raph won't be here, so Raph, enjoy your trip to California.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
The Drive is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I'm Jake Sorensen. See ya.
Look at your car. It's filthy and probably has a few dings and nicks all over it. Don't be